What's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. And as always, I'm just checking in on you, seeing how your life's going. And we already did the two-shot. We have an amazing guest here, one of my favorite people and musicians and bands, Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age, who says do not promote his album, but I'm gonna, because I love this album, In Times New Roman. I'm like, that's almost like how how I would read that. Roman in Times. I'm like, is that how it is? No, it's In Times New Roman. And I've been listening to this thing. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm back in the gym. I don't know if you noticed a little more.
You're looking really hot.
I only have a double cheeseburger left here. I got rid of the Wendy's triple. We're working our way down.
The other night at dinner, you were looking really trim. It's like, who is this hot guy? And I was like, that's Bill.
You were like, am I looking in a mirror? And I aged 40 years? Oh, wait. That's that gentleman named Bill. But this album, I'm gonna get past the compliments, and then you can get comfortable.
It's gonna make me uncomfortable anyways.
All right.
So I'll do it to you if you do it to me, so watch out.
I'll fucking take that bet. I'm vain. I'll hear it. It's one of those albums. I listened to it, right? The first time, it was like 2 songs that really grabbed me. And then I was like, I don't think I'm smart enough for this album. And then 3 of them in, I'm like, this fucking album's unbelievable. And now it's just playing on a loop, on the elliptical, into the car, and it just keeps going. And you guys are really one of the most unique. Nobody sounds like you guys. And then every time I think I know what your sound is, you come up with a new album and you change it a little bit. And then I got to try to catch up.
Well, you have to. Ideally, someone hears you, and within a few seconds they know it's you, even though there's that change there. Because and I appreciate you saying that, and it's supposed to be a 50th listen thing, because there's some things you hear them a few times, you're like, I got it, and I'm good.
But if you love it the first time, you're going to hate it by the third time.
Right. It's sort of going to run its course. It's going to be like Fruit Stripe, that gum where you're like, first 4 pumps of that is fucking amazing. And then
it is. You're like, this is the greatest gum I've ever had.
Within 47 seconds, you're like, what the fuck happened?
I have bad breath again. Yeah. Like, what the fuck happened to this?
Again, you're right. And so ideally, it's there, much like that submersible. It goes really deep.
And you can everything about it,
and then it crushes itself.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that. Oh yeah, I was big on that story. Did I do that bit the night you came out?
You did. You actually did a great bit that night.
Yes.
And
I hate that there.
Have you been working that bit, or is that was just because you did a bunch of off the cuff?
That was one of those ones that just came out. I kind of liked the idea of these billionaires going down to look at what should have been dead billionaires, but they got off.
They were first.
So looking like
women and children third.
Yeah, who would have worked for me 120 years ago? They went down to look at that, and then they end up like dying. And then I also loved how everybody, on social media, because it is such a me thing, made the story about themselves and what they would have done and how they never would have got on the thing and all of that type of stuff. And then, there was some race thing there where this is like white people problems. There was a lot.
Well, and then there was also like, your armchair engineers who were like the carbon fiber that was, where people are like critiquing the build.
I still don't get the weight of water on you. It's like, I'm in it, man. I'm part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I get if a safe is on me, but there's something that it's a liquid that it also has
the lower
weight.
You go, the pressure of the,
it took me forever to understand air pressure in air. But now, like water, it's just like, wait, so like all
air
that...
pressure in air as it pertains to like flying choppers and
shit? Took me a while to figure that out.
What is the wind? What happens in a heavy wind with a chopper? That seems, I'm terrified by going diagonal and down.
It depends on...
But what are you thinking when you hit a high wind and you're like, I mean, does that turn from joystick to like no joystick?
Well, I've only experienced severe turbulence a couple of times, and we just landed.
And your thoughts were?
We need to land. Because, what we were in was a light helicopter, and then it was just a 2-bladed underslung system, so you could have like a mass bump. So what you're supposed to do when that happens is you slow down. If you're flying 90 knots, you go down to like 60. You slow down, and then you decide you kind of let the wind do what it wants to. You don't fight it.
Yeah.
But
you don't try to correct into it. And
you don't fight.
And what about things like, you're on a plane, you hit a pocket where you drop where the pressure changes. In a helicopter, that's where I would be like, this is where I shit my pants, right? Or is this where I shit in your pants? Because I'm
No, it's all like what you have to understand is that the rotor blades are shaped just like wings. It's the same shape and it's the same principle. It's just the engine makes them, is making them move where the plane it's stationary. That's
Right.
why you need all that forward movement to maintain lift, and that's why we can hover.
right. But when do I shit my pants? That's
Oh, the whole time. Anytime you're in a light aircraft, you are shitting your pants.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, that's just coming off the mountains. That's totally normal.
Yeah, there's like a lot of cross rubbing and like a little bit of.
No. You know what I have? I have this app that's called Windy. And you click on Windy, and then it just sort of shows you.
Everyone knows it's windy.
Yeah, everybody knows it's windy, and there's a certain amount of. It's not even knots. It's what it really is gusting. That's what's scary. Where it's like 8 knots, gusting to 25.
Yeah, the unexpected gusts.
Yes. So that's
of life.
when it can get scary. But I fly a fully articulated main rotor system, so I don't have to worry about mass bumps and low G pushovers. However, it is a light aircraft. I fly when it's nice out.
That makes total sense to me.
Right. I fly when it's nice out.
Right. You
And
do
one of the things
Sunday flying.
One of the things that I do, as I'm trying to do, is not talk to people who don't fly about aviation, because ride a motorcycle.
Yes.
Is there anything better than talking to somebody who also rides?
Yes. Oh, so
Fantastic.
you're talking about the flying gap.
So
It's
what
not
happens is...
So it's not fun.
No, people, all they do is talk about you dying.
That's all they have to bring
But
to the
motorcycles,
conversation.
it's just like, oh,
Yeah, my cousin Eddie lost a leg.
everybody says it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Might as well buy a coffin with that fucking thing. And it's just like, they do the same
True.
thing.
So that's all because it is. I'm already bringing the shitting your pants thing to the table because all I have to give.
I love that
regards
about
to
you,
the-
but you'll also like ride a motorcycle in Los Angeles when everyone's like on some sort of legalized weed, looking at their phones,
Totally.
and going over the double line.
And I love the focus of it because you might die. I love
Yes.
some people have like headphones where they're like, Susie, should we stop and get something?
Right.
They're talking to their significant other on the back of the, not me, or they're listening to music. Not me.
Right.
I'm just,
Right.
Now
are you of the
I like the
philosophy
focus.
that if you're the one going the fastest, you only have to worry about what's in front of you?
That's exactly right.
That's what people do. You also got the bigger bike with the bags, and I feel like...
Well, I have a couple, and there's a couple lanes splitting, but it is important to get to the front so people don't have to notice you.
Right.
So at any, getting faster, and also you have to learn to throttle through trouble, which is a
Right.
really scary notion. There's some pants shitting there too.
I
throttling through
am
something.
the biggest not owning a motorcycle guy you're ever going to meet. And I.
Oh, you mean you like the idea, but it's just too...
No,
is that what you mean?
I had one for like, I always tell the story. I had one like 6 weeks, and I had a Triumph Bonneville, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And all I wanted to do was go from Sunset, take it all the way out to the beach.
Yeah.
That was my first ride that I wanted to do. And somebody came over the double line when I was in a turn, and I had to come up, just for
Yeah.
a split second, but it
Yeah.
felt like I was going to go right into the fucking trees or lose my head. And then when I finally stopped to get gas, like a half hour later, I got off and I noticed I was sort of shaking, and I was like, oh, is that from the vibration of the engine? And it was just like, oh no, that's
So
because
that's
I
the fan
thought I was
shitting
going to
up.
die.
Yeah.
So then I did something I never do, is I prayed to God.
Please don't let... But
And I said, yes, if you let me get this thing back to Dean's garage, I will never ride it again. And I never did. But recently, in April, I went to the MotoGP race at COTA, Circuit
Right.
of the Americas.
And we
in
were
Austin.
talking about going to the Isle of Man to do the TT, to
TTA.
check out the TT. And I was even suggesting we get a chopper that we could hover over the race somehow. Like add the skills of being a fan and your skill set,
Yeah, that would be...
Like
That's
follow the bikes. Because they
pretty
go by
intense.
so fast. And, there's sheeps in the road. Literally.
Right. Is it sheep or sheeps?
Well, I think there's probably more than one. No, I don't
what
know.
is it?
It's sheep, of course.
sheep.
But it sounds cute to say sheeps.
I had an ideal childhood. We grew up on a farm with a
With
bunch of sheeps. No, but they say count sheep, not counting sheeps.
Yeah,
One of
well,
my thing is
not
though,
in my house.
my favorite thing is people not only fucking up sayings but combining them.
Oh my! This is
Like you're not the smart. He's not the smartest. He's not the smartest tool in the shed.
Yeah.
It's the latest one I had. It's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
right. Or when
Or
someone
he's-
says it's not rocket surgery. Where it's
They
like,
said that?
Yeah, it isn't rocket surgery.
Yeah, I write them down. You want to hear a few?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do this for you and for some of the listeners here. Where are they? If I actually had some sort of production value, this would have been ready to go.
In the interim, while you're doing this, I got to. My mom does this all the time, and so she.
This is just totally lost him.
So
okay, here we go.
Give me one, and then I'll tell you about the mom story.
They should know each other like clockwork. You were a piece of dirt that I wouldn't piss on if you were on fire. He's not the brightest bulb to come down the pipe. No shit, Captain Obvious. That's another one. Worth the trade offer.
Yeah.
Futile attempt versus futile.
Feudal like feud.
All right, one last one. Swears.
Instead of futile.
Swears like a fish.
Well, my mom has this problem where she just naturally combines them.
Right.
And so she said to my dad the other day, you don't have to manscape to me.
Oh,
and I was like, also don't do it to me as well. I don't want my dad manscaping anywhere.
Mansplaining.
Yeah, that's clear. It's like,
that's pretty progressive for her to even know what that is, right?
Sure, yeah. Manscaping?
Do you know my lovely wife, Nia, went to go see the Barbie movie, and she came home and she told me how funny it was and how awesome it was. And I was like, I would have loved to have seen that with you. Why didn't you take me? She goes, you're too misogynistic for that movie. And I got mad for like fucking 3 minutes, and then I thought about this. All right, she's right.
Possibly, but in this hot heat, I'd almost sit through any movie. See, in the desert,
I love Ryan Gosling, and Margot Robbie's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
Right?
They're both gorgeous.
I'm just happy that they casted somebody gorgeous.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to do that, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Have you ever seen that guy that played like Sipowicz on fucking NYPD Blue? Yeah, just like why can't he play this part?
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
He should be able to, Dennis Franz.
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be about
Acting.
the performance?
It is,
and not his mustache.
Especially in the Barbie movie.
Exactly.
You know, but see, in this, growing up in the desert in the summer when it's hot like it is, I didn't care what it was. It was just 2 hours in the dark and the cold.
Right.
You know? So would you have gone to see the Barbie movies? Would you?
Yeah, I would have, and I would have ruined it for her. Because that's what always happens. Last movie I went to go see with her was The Whale, which I kept calling Fatso. You want to go see Fatso just because it's so stupidly inappropriate.
And how was it?
It was fantastic, and I loved it. But she gave me a whole speech before we went in. She goes, "No laughing in inappropriate moments, no making jokes," and da da da. And of course, the second I got in there, I was trying to guess where the movie was going. So something struck me as funny, and she was cold, and she was leaning on me, so she felt me going like this, and then she got
chortling.
Mad. She got mad, not mad, but got upset, and she like went away from me. But fortunately, it was so cold in the theater when I took my jacket off and gave it to her.
Yeah, it brought you together.
Yeah, I made it back.
Yeah, you made it back. You made up your points.
And it was a fantastic movie, and I absolutely loved it. Totally think, I love Brendan Fraser and all that, but I mean...
See, I didn't think he was that... I think his performance in Encino Man was powerful, but I guess I never saw that coming, that he would...
But that's the thing. Why I think acting is so... Like, whenever I do an acting gig, and if somebody finds out I do stand-up, they always say, oh my God, that's like the hardest gig ever. It's like, it isn't. I am 100% in control of what I have to do and what I have to say.
And it's a bit one way in its own way, right? It's a one-way conversation.
It's really the control.
Right.
So I can stay totally within my comfort zone. That's also how you don't grow as a comedian. But I can just stay like, I don't want to start singing up here because I can't sing too good or anything like that. You get into an acting gig, and it's like whatever they wrote, you basically have to do. And then you do it, and you're at the mercy of the editor, the music, and all that. And they can literally make you go from okay to great, or if you did something great, they can drag it down to
that's what I'm saying.
Awful.
Isn't it? There's so many people involved in making something like that. It seems so difficult to guarantee that your best performance wouldn't be on the cutting room floor, or just it's of no consequence for telling the broader story, and so you just sort of pissed away all this hard work. It just seems seems difficult.
And then
process
also,
of constructing
you never
this
prove
movie.
yourself as an actor. I feel like you just constantly going, I want to play that role. Well, can you play that role? It's like, I won a fucking Oscar.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, that you won it in the 2000s. It's so shouldn't I be
never
like
over
13 years better? And it's just like, just watching them like I don't know. Once I go into a club and I come in and I'm a nice guy and I killed, I didn't have to resend him a tape the next year to see if I could come back to do it. It's just like I had proven I was funny. And I feel like as an actor, you just have to, it never ends.
Do you think you're at the point now in this acting situation where you can, do you feel you're comfortable enough to like, yeah, I see the screen direction, I do this, but you're having enough input in the stuff that you're doing? Or is it still...
Oh, no. I just do what I do, and if the director doesn't like it, I just go, well, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, right.
Give me a line read. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Let's just get what you want, and let's go home. Let's get out of here. Like, that's my number one thing. I want to be on the set, be on time, know all my lines, and whatever the director tells me to do, I'm like, all right, I'll do that.
Well, it's weird. Directing is one of the last autonomous jobs, you know, where you're kind of a dictator of the situation. You know, you understand the overarching need that you have, like the total needs to make something. There's not a lot of jobs that are that much in control of an entire situation.
Accidentally getting that gig one time.
And how did that go? For what?
I'm not allowed to say, man, because of the strike.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm not allowed to
strike
promote.
one.
Yeah, so I directed something that is
unknown to everyone. It's
going to come out at some point, and I'm not allowed to say when.
Oh, well, that sounds great.
So,
wait, I want to talk about the homeless guy that you almost hit with your car the other day that entered the act. It's because we were at dinner and we were talking about...
we were sharing a smoothie.
We were two
straws.
Two curly straws with shamus on them from SeaWorld.
Yeah.
One cup. And but you were talking about wanting to not need to use your act. But and just picking up things.
Oh yeah, I was talking about how, especially on a night, because we went to dinner and then afterwards, I had a show at the Adam Ray's show where he was being Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
At the main room at the store. So it's like I had to go out and do a stand-up set. So on something like that, people are not paying to see me. So I'm going to try out new stuff. So on those nights, it's all about like
not needing to use your act,
avoiding your act.
Right. But so we almost hit a homeless guy that was really, frankly, not too afraid of any of the cars on the road.
He wasn't aware he was in the road.
Right. But he was sort of like, yeah, I mean, but he was sort of like, you know, I mean, in man versus car, it's always the car that wins. But
yes.
he was
sort of jig-jagging or whatever that
we ended up having to go different ways around him because he was so, and then you ended up opening with a bit about
that guy.
I
was saying,
and I was like, that's my boy, because
I was saying they crawl up from the sewers, and this country's gonna, and it's so awful. They got mental illness, and I really built it in an empathetic way. And I said, the way this country's going to change is we start welding those manhole covers shut. Just went, the other way.
Like the John Carpenter movie, They Live. Did you ever see that one? The one with Roddy Piper? Is
that the one I've chewed bubble gum? I'm all out of bubble gum?
And I'm all out. And there's like a 15-minute fight scene. It's so long. There's just, it's got a nod to pro wrestling. It's so good because it's very current in its story, because it's about the marketing and propaganda, but it's done by aliens, and they're constantly marketing and,
have we all sort of collectively agreed that there are aliens now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. Build that wall. Or no, wait.
No. No, not the Trump ones that he was talking about.
Yeah, I mean,
because he didn't realize liberals had already built the wall, right?
Yeah, we'd
already built it and thrown him in jails.
Yeah.
And then he got blamed for the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
He was the first guy.
Well, but our greatest pilots, our true Top Gun pilots, have all seen. Did you see the one where this thing descends and shoots right into the ocean? It was our greatest pilot was like, what the fuck? And they're seeing it on the radar.
It's a weather balloon.
Yeah, right.
Which I've never seen.
Yeah.
What? Can we pull up a picture of a weather balloon? Because when I was growing up, it was, it's a weather balloon. It's the refraction of the light in the atmosphere.
that would work, though. Someone would say this high-speed moving object that's moving in a way that's beyond all technology, and it's like, yeah, well, it's a weather balloon.
It's a weather balloon.
And someone would go, oh.
Or military technology that they have that they know about, but for our own security, we don't.
For your own good.
Yeah.
It's for your own good that you accept that it's a weather balloon.
Do you think, now that they've found out that there's a whole bunch of other Earths, Do you think that God is sort of looking at it like which Earth is going to win? Who really understood?
He's got a pocket full of ones up there with the devil, just like doing a gambling thing.
He needs the devil.
Yeah, you need something.
By the way,
of course.
You know what I mean? If everybody just sat around and fucking agreed with him, he'd be bored shitless.
Yeah, he had to invent someone to argue with him.
He invented conflict.
Right. But you know, so there's that.
Cunts.
Yes,
all the stuff they don't bring up. It's a ball washing every Sunday. It's all the beautiful stuff that he did, not all the fucked up stuff to let him know what a good day is.
To tell Abraham to kill his son, that was kind of a dick move, and then to be like, nah, just kidding.
Oh, your neighbor.
Abraham was just
bed?
like, oh, God, this.
Oh,
it's a weather balloon. Oh.
Well, I mean, it looks just like a flying saucer right down the bottom. Well, there you go.
There you go. That's what it is.
Wait a second. Am I to believe it's that high? Yeah. Okay. All right, I believe it. Aaron just goes, yep.
Yeah. That was so like.
That's not photoshopped. Okay.
But why isn't that the biggest story in the world? That's how you know how fucked up the world has gotten, is that the UFO and the government saying, yeah, okay, yeah.
Because I don't think there's enough people focused on any one thing anymore.
But how is that not the biggest? I mean, yeah.
They got to do it slow.
It's the biggest. Why isn't that everyone's talking about?
They got to give people a chance to write the third testament. And then adjust the story and say, no, but God did give us the third testament. You guys just weren't ready for it.
And here it is.
Yes.
From a weather balloon over Florida.
Yes.
Dropping down.
And still, God loves us the best.
Yeah.
And we still pray to white Jesus.
I love that. The funny thing about the Bible is it does start out with, incest.
I mean, that's the only way it kind of
The Adam and Eve, it'd be like...
I like that we all came out of the ocean, like, when the little turtles go into the ocean, they get eaten by the birds. I like that we all came out.
Oh, how would that work, though? I mean, so if you're a fish and you're just like, I want to go on land, and you try and you die, and someone else is like, did you see what Gary just did? I want to try it too. And eventually it works. Is that what happens?
I don't know. You know what kills all my points? Follow-up questions. Well, how would that work? You know what? I don't know. I have no idea. Then there's that Neil deGrasse Tyson, who I feel like is mainstream smart.
Right.
I don't buy that this guy's super smart.
Yeah.
Well, he's just talking to dumb
But we wouldn't
people.
know. Right. So you wouldn't know. You don't get to get. You just
That's
assume.
like me talking to regular people like, wow, you're really funny. But unless a comedian says, I've never seen a scientist say, that Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Well,
wow.
I think plus he wears sort of an ascot type of thing sometimes. He's doing some of the fashion moves that would make...
It's a Dr. Phil vibe.
Yeah. Yeah,
where
a
Dr.
little bit.
Phil was a therapist, and at some point that just helping people bored him. And he was like, I want my own TV show and groupies.
Yeah.
And then, so at that point, then he has the same disease I have.
Which is?
Just that you need like a crowd to be like applauding you when you walk out so you don't fucking kill yourself.
Some kind of confirmation that you're headed in the right direction by the audience?
Yeah, I just picture him like his former patients. I just want to be like, when he had hair and he was talking to you.
How did that go?
Did he feel bored? That he wanted more? There's got to be something more than just doing this one-on-one. I want an all-female audience and just, for the most part, agree with the female perspective so I can get like a big fucking house. It's a weird thing.
It's a weird thing. And also you're being like, well, he's not the father. I mean, that's what you're doing, is like doing those kind of reveals all day.
Oh, that was, yeah. And
it's a little bit, but that kind of daytime help.
You know what's funny? On the way over here, there was a guy in a Jeep Rubicon, and he had his spare tire cover said, "One life, live it." And I was sitting there going like, oh,
hell yeah, man.
Were you that in the moment when you bought that Jeep Rubicon? I was 100% present when they upsold me from the Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, with that on there, that came with it. It's like, you're welcome, man. You're welcome.
I
One
just
life,
like
live
that it's unsolicited life advice, and then also by having that on your car, you're suggesting that that's what you're doing.
Yeah, you're all but guaranteeing that being in the Rubicon is proof positive, like I'm doing, man. It's a little bit like...
That's right. I just wake up every day.
It's the counterpoint to the Bed Bath & Beyond, like it's wine 30. You know, all those towels that they have, like mommy juice, you know? Like
that's all for people who've never been arrested in their life. That's like all of their...
Yeah.
Everything's like comfy and like soft and shit like that. But
nesty. It's very nesty.
Very nesty. I'm nesting. I'm a foodie. I'm an empath.
I'm an empath. I'm on my journey.
I'm on my journey. I'm having a cheat day.
Yeah.
These are just all excuses.
I'm having...
for being selfish and just fucking...
Actually, cheat day sounds like an amazing porn series.
That would be the ultimate if your wife caught
I'm
you
having a
somebody
cheat
else.
day.
What? I'm having a cheat day.
I starved all week. I'm having a cheat day.
You didn't fuck me all week, and now I'm fucking banging somebody else. Oh my God, that's fantastic. That's a great fucking
concept.
Porno.
Yeah.
But you know, it's every once in a while.
Yeah, there
not
needs
that
to be
I
a problem.
But no, they try to have a little bit of humor.
Yeah, and there needs to be a
Cheat
problem in each porno that they're solving.
And the person who's cheating has to be 100% indignant.
Yeah, yeah. I'm having my
like,
cheat
don't
day.
body shame me. Don't fucking what do they call it? What do they call it? What's that smart word when you don't fuck around? Monogamy. Yeah, don't monogamy shame me.
Monaga shame.
Monaga shame.
But not gonna come home.
Something like that.
This is why I believe that
in aliens.
Polygamy. Yeah. Oh, I believe in aliens and one life. Live it.
Live it. Absolutely. I like when you have kids, people always say, hey, you got to take it in. You got to be present. It's like, that's not possible. You can't have one kid freaking the fuck out that you're trying to potty train, and then the other one's screaming about their iPad and be
just
like
soak
in
it
the
in
moment. There's no way to not be thinking like at 8:30 they'll both be in bed.
You know, when you have just like a little bit of baby shit on your cheek somehow, like after all you've done, and you look up and you're like, oh my God, and now you've just made it bigger. You just really have to just take that in.
Yeah. You have
in
to
the
be
moment.
present.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, you know, it's just going to like, you know, it's going to go by so fast. And it's just like, look, everybody's, if you have kids, it's going to fly by. And no matter how much time you spend with them, you're not going to feel like you spent enough. So these fucking people who have older kids, they put this fucking pressure on you that the shit that they can't even live up to.
But have you got to the point yet where, so nostalgia is not my favorite thing because, you know,
It's depressing.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer, but have you gotten to the point yet, your kids are now getting a little older,
6 and
3, where you you're with your 6-year-old and you see, you know, the 2-year-old shoe and you just hold that shoe and you're like,
no.
You haven't got to that spot yet? Me either. Fuck that. It's not even real.
No, I don't do that because I started so late. So the fact that they're getting older, you know, and
You're like, thank God we can finally start to do something.
No, I haven't died yet. I'm like, okay, this is good. There's
still time.
But I also like...
Because a little shoe. It's amazing. It's just like a regular shoe, but it's a goddamn little shoe. It's so amazing.
Helix, everybody. Talk about how important a good night's sleep is to having a good day. I'll tell you right now, if I don't get 8 hours, I'm calling someone a cunt within the first 20 minutes. You can believe that. It's not true, but, you know, just figured I'd go big. Thought he was still there. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe Collection, the newly released Helix Elite Collection, and a mattress designed for big and tall sleepers, even a mattress made just for kids. Who would have thought, you know? I thought they were still sleeping on the floor, Aaron. So how will you know which Helix mattress works best for you and your body? Everybody is unique and everyone sleeps differently. That's why Helix has several different mattress models to choose from, each designed for specific sleep positions and feel preferences. Models with memory foam layers to provide optimal pressure relief if you sleep on your side. Models with a more responsive foam to cradle your body for essential support in the stomach, and the back sleeping positions. Oh, if you lay on your front is what they're saying. They didn't want to say you dick. Plus, enhanced cooling features to keep you from overheating at night. Plus, Helix mattresses all come with a 10 to 15-year warranty, depending on the model. Don't want to take my word for it? Don't worry about it. Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired magazine. It is even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. Do you think they say that when they're picking up chicks? And what do? I'm a doctor of sleep medicine. Helix is offering 25% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners in honor of Labor Day. Go to helixsleep.com/Burr and use the code HelixPartners25. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. HelixPartner25. There's this guy, Brian the Bootmaker. He's like a 26-year-old cobbler.
Oh,
downtown LA.
Downtown LA.
Fucking amazing. So one day we went in when I just had my daughter. My son wasn't born yet. I went in with my lovely wife, and we all got like boots made by him. And of course, she grew out of hers. And I saw those. I did see
in
those.
like a week.
I know. I did see those.
But
it's
amazing. A little shoe that has all the same work in it is so fucking cute and just.
But I did look at it the other day.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what? Because I remember when I did one of my specials, I remember, because we have a picture of it, like she was wearing those, and I was wearing the ones that Brian had made, and we were in fucking Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, this is kind of a keeper.
Plus that venue, that venue is so fucking classic.
I know.
And you have the boot, you have the venue, you got the thing.
Don't you feel like I really have to do something special tonight? I just can't just be like a.
For sure. For sure. In fact,
I sang okay tonight.
Well, I had probably the best show I've ever been part of at the Royal Albert Hall too, because that's one of those venues that's just this vaulted history and is special. We play there with Iggy, when we're Iggy's backing band, and it's one of those things and they're filming it. And usually when you're filming something like that at a concert, it's not your best show because it's not. Mm-hmm. But that was just like one of those moments where everything.
Now, how did you feel afterward? Were you just like, that must be
honestly, I went, I had my own little dressing room and I went in there and I kind of bawled my eyes out.
That's good.
Like, I was like, wow.
That's awesome.
I can't believe I was allowed to be part of that.
That guy in the Jeep Rubicon would give you the thumbs up.
It was just such an amazing moment, and I'd listened to Iggy since I was a kid.
And I'd never played. Had he ever played there?
No, but he always wanted to.
He was always underground.
It was on his list of things he wanted to do. I was like, tell me 10 things you wanted to do that hadn't occurred, and let's see how many we can tick off.
That's another reason why he's so amazing, because he's talented enough that he could have wrote some shit that would have got him there, but he still had to write what he wanted to write.
Well, it's interesting because like being in playing with him, I realized a few things. That was like I've always tried to do my own thing and not be overly influenced, but not deny your influences, and wanting to sound like yourself and taking those risks is about taking those risks. But Iggy is one of those guys that the Stooges weren't just a little ahead of their time. People hated them actively because they didn't understand them at the time.
Right.
30 years it took for one of those for Raw Power to go gold. Even 30 years. Imagine. I realized when you're 30 years ahead of your time, it's lonely and you question yourself.
Right.
I know what I did. I felt was right, and it's just not understood yet.
I know. It was like this.
It's actually a lonely.
Love. You were telling me Summer of Love, and he's like, "Now I wanna be your dog."
Right, and everyone is like, come on, people now, smile. Yeah. And he's like got a dog collar on. It's like being that far ahead of your time. There's a loneliness associated with that, and to not give in to the doubts you have about your direction. And I just admire that he, and.
Yeah, how do you handle that? Like with the way you guys change every album to album. I mean, you guys have so many critics like, this isn't what they already did.
Yeah.
And then they just fucking shit all over it. And then if you stayed the same, then you've become a parody of yourself. It's like you can't, like their job is to take the piss out of it. So they're gonna, no matter what you do.
I've completely, I don't read anything. And I haven't for years because I by the time we're finished making it, I know I put everything into it, and I know it's either a success or not based on what happened there. And I don't want to get affected by, especially nowadays, there are people writing about something they've never fucking done in their life and giving this heavy critique of like, of something they...
Sounds like half of my act.
Well, but that is the comment. You know, I was, in a way, I almost wonder if comedy hasn't really having this golden era where it's really relevant and important, and it always was to me that because you know you're talking about the difficult things in life by laughing, you know, making fun of something where there was none. If you can't make fun of Hitler, then what are you supposed to do? Just enjoy taking him seriously?
Well, it's but it's also like humor is like total defense mechanism. Like I'm just going to make a joke so I don't have to feel the real feeling.
But it's also a way to broach subjects that are difficult in a way that there's an easy intro to the conversation. You know, I was like, you know, and I don't know, from my perspective, almost like comedy's in this great spot where it seems to have more social relevance right now than even lots of music does. You know, music that's taking on difficult subjects quickly gets, I imagine, quickly gets sort of like critiqued and torn apart into all this. But
I feel, but there's so much going on. Like there's like songs that I listened to for 30 years and then finally really listened to the lyrics.
Right.
Because I was just so listening to the drummer, or the guitar player wailing, and then I was going, is that what the fuck this song is about? Like I swear to God,
I love
Jenny
that
from the Block.
Yeah.
Jenny from the Block. I used to half listen to it going like, yeah, she's not about money, and she's like listing all of this shit. She's totally about money. And then I really listened to it. It's like, oh, she already owns all this stuff. Oh, this is like a feminist anthem.
I thought it was like about storage wars.
I thought it was just about like somebody who was materialistic singing about, I don't need this and I don't need that. It's like, well, then how do you know? You already know about all that shit.
Well, you are tapping into the beautiful part about music is that there are these levels and you get to sort of enjoy that outer level without having to go deep on it, and it can last for years.
Yeah.
And there's still this undercurrent. There's more to be had if you want it. You know, that's why, like, you know, you were talking about our record, that the more you listen to, the more you start to get in and peel the layers back.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's fun to make something that has that complexity possible to it.
Yeah, that because that's the way it was like back in the day when you didn't have all your music with you all the time, which I love. But like, I just remember I would be at school thinking about the album that I wanted to go home and play and just sit there and listen to it, and hopefully I could get through enough of it without my older brother coming in and flicking the fucking needle off, punching me in the shoulder, doing all of that shit.
What a sweetheart.
And
but it's funny that something would actually work. You can hear something and it gives you a strange feeling that's akin to walking away from a first date, where you have butterflies and you think about it,
right?
And it actually triggers this emotion where just listening to these notes and ideas and things coming together gives you a feeling where, and you want to do it again. There's an addiction to it. It's beautiful to me that actually is possible and works.
Who are you listening to right now? That like, is there anybody that's coming up that?
There's this band, the Viagra Boys, I've been listening to a lot.
You told me about them. I was like, I love that name.
Yeah, and it's very sort of raw, and it's sort of loose and self-aware.
Right.
Like it's kind of skewering culture, but by admitting like I'm kind of making fun of this, but it's me.
Right.
It's self-aware. The singer Sebastian is really self-aware and sort of free in himself. Then there's a bit of that Iggy and a bit of along the road we've taken.
Humor in it.
Of course,
too.
yeah, Viagra Boys.
No, because I noticed with your stuff, there's a humor.
Yeah.
Or irony in a lot of the stuff that you certainly like all like the titles of the song on most of them on this one, but like I always find like that type of stuff that like I prefer like heavy shit delivered in a silly way.
Yeah.
Rather than heavy delivered heavy to me becomes like redundant.
Well, there needs to be some balance.
It almost like upsets me.
Because it can get cheesy.
REM.
Yeah.
Everybody hurts. It's just like, oh my God, dude.
It is true,
all
though.
right, I get it. It is true, but it's just like,
all right.
I wasn't. You know what it really was? Because it's a great song. I wasn't comfortable.
You weren't ready to admit that.
Just to watch a man.
But I also think
singing like
but
that.
Aren't you talking about there's some things when heavy.
I did everything but feel his head on my shoulder when he was singing that. Like, all right, REM
Put
guy.
Your head on. Yeah. I just think that what I heard, what I'm hearing you say is that the delivery of something heavy, sometimes when it's all too heavy, it gets a little cheesy.
That's why I can't watch nature shows anymore. You can watch whatever animal they're talking about.
Wait, what the fuck does that have to do with nature shows?
Because you watch the first 8 minutes, and it's this animal, and it's fascinating, and then they're like, and then man came, and there's fucking plastic bags and all of this shit, and you're like, oh,
over a beaver's face, it's just a Ziploc.
And all the coral, the Great Barrier Reef is dying. It's all turning white, and nobody gives a fuck, and you're just like,
true.
Now what do I do? Now what do I do? I'm going to bed with this? The Great Barrier Reef is dying.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Oh, Lawrence Welk, sleep tight. Pleasant dreams. I've just decided that I'm now how I'm combating all of this stuff, because all of this shit's freaking me out.
It's hard not to be a little bit freaked out by it.
I am small town Billy. I've just
mind your own backyard. Keep your focus tight.
And I go down. I got my place right by my paper. I get my Italian food here. I get my cup of coffee there.
I don't worry about the rest of it. But I maintain that maybe in a way you shouldn't be worrying about the rest of the world. You should be only focused on your immediate area. If your immediate area was your most important thing, which included voting for councilman, that's my most important vote.
Right.
And cleaning up your own backyard, as Elvis sang. And, there's people are starving across the world, but I feel like the news is trying to make you feel bad about like something you can't even participate in.
No, it's like this horrible thing is happening. We have no solution. And good night.
And you can't take your eyes off it.
Yeah.
And keep watching, and we got you now.
And good.
Unless you think starving children is okay.
Right.
Where you're like, what the fuck? How did this even happen? What are you talking about? I didn't say anything.
Have you seen that clip? Elvis gave the best fucking response. They go, what do you think about, the war over there, blah, blah. And he's just like, man, I'm just an entertainer, man. I ain't going to talk about it. Well, what do you think about people who have criticized the war? Do you think that they shouldn't do it? He's like, I'm not going to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. I'm just a guy who goes out there and
that's how I
shakes it up a little bit.
That's kind of. Did he really do?
No, he didn't do it. But I mean, that was like his vibe. That was his vibe.
I would have loved if he would have been like, I'm more into this, I think, really.
Yeah.
My answer.
Little bang bang. Little right, little right, little left. I'm right in the middle. I'm a centrist. That's going to be a word someday in the future. A centrist.
Thank you very much.
He leaves the stage.
Well, but I do see the value in escapism. Like, I don't fucking like to engage in all that stuff in what I do, because there needs to be video game arcades and ice cream parlors where you're like, please just shut the fuck up, Gary. I don't want to hear it somewhere. Is there somewhere I don't have to hear all this stuff from you? Can I just turn up the music? And it's why music should be turned up. It's so you can't talk.
Yeah. I've just given it's designed to fail. So I'm just going to fucking, enjoy. I mean, you know what? That spare tire cover, I'm going to fucking, I got one life and I'm going to live it.
You know what? Now I know what to get you for your birthday.
I'm going to do my elliptical in the morning, have a flat white, and fucking read the newspaper and fucking try to be nice to people.
Well, I have a question too. Like, there's a lot of comics out there that really kind of aren't that great. Go to a night on that. Like,
Jesus,
you were killing
it. A dark turn.
You were killing, but there's a lot of stuff that.
I would say
comedy's hard.
They're in a different place in the journey. And they're on their way. I mean, there's a lot of VHS tape of me not being funny at all.
Well, right, but so what I mean by that,
sweaty.
What I mean, sweaty and unfun. What I mean is, like, in that wood shopping phase, like, that process seems so difficult when there's a lot of comedians that seem like they're still developing their thing, and the notion of getting up there and bombing all the time. How does that work?
Well, you have to build.
I mean, that takes a lot of intestinal fortitude to keep.
I know, but
to work it that way.
First thing you have to do is you have to build.
I just kind of admire that, actually, to going up, failing, and going back up, and getting up again and again and again.
Oh yeah,
because it takes a. I mean, to do that 10 times in a row, isn't that what it takes?
You're going to talk me out of doing stand-up. If you keep bringing the logic into this, you have to build, like, the club has to really go up and bomb and grow. You have to have killed I feel for like 2-3 years, a couple, year and a half, 2 years, they know you're funny. So then if they see you up there bombing, they're not.
They know
like,
you're trying to grow through something, and
they're not
push
looking at it
something.
like okay, we got to stop giving this guy these primo spots or whatever. So there's like different kinds of bombing. There's like bombing because you're new and you don't know what you're doing,
Right.
And then then once you start to know what you're doing, then there's I lost him. What the fuck happened?
Right. I had him. I
Sort
lost
of
him.
mid-flight, like I've lost my gauges. What's happening here? And then there's that bombing, which you may or may not recover, but you don't 100% know how to get him back. And then I feel like the last phase is like if I wanted to, I could kill with this shit that I know that works, but that's
why. Yeah.
that's a waste
not needing
of a
to rely
drive.
on your act.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's a waste of a drive over here. Because my act isn't going to grow or go in like a different direction or anything.
I just remember going to the Desert Inn, going to see Rodney Dangerfield. I was like 10 years old, 9 years old with my folks. And I'd already seen Carlin before at 9 because my dad was
in
like...
Vegas?
At the Desert Inn, same place. Fred Travellino opened up for him. And Judy Tenuto opened up for...
Rest her soul, man. I loved her.
With the and accordion is funny by nature because look at the thing, right?
Yeah, pigs, and then she fucking
pig.
She was like,
she was amazing.
Yeah.
And then, but Rodney came out and he did, he really was leaning heavy on the old, a lot of old bits, and he got booed off stage. And I was only 9. I didn't know you could boo. So that was at 9. You have no concept that like. If it's not going well, the audience is allowed to say the word boo until... So watching someone get booed and then he was like, fuck you, and he left. I was like, is this part of the show? Can somebody help me to understand? Like I had to ask my folks, what does that even mean? And then I realized the jeopardy of going on stage. That you're taking this big risk, And,
yeah, there's.
It was odd to see that and know that adults can boo each other. How does that work?
But what was great back then is he got booed at the Desert Inn, and the only people that knew it were the ones in that room.
Yeah,
and that's something that I do miss about.
That things would actually
because
disappear.
The time I got booed, one of the many times, but the one that got filmed, that was early on in sort of social media. On the Opie and Anthony tour, that I can't remember, it was 05 or 06 or something like that. And I was worried like my career was over.
Right.
Because I was just like, oh my God, like everyone's going to boo me now because they're going to want to see me like snap, which is what happened the next weekend in Cleveland.
Was this the snap was it a Philadelphia thing or something?
Yes.
What was this? Yeah.
That was the one. Well, I mean, I've been booed before. I got booed in Vegas. I got booed in Philly. I got booed in Cleveland. And a couple other times. I mean, it happened. But it was the first time it was like actually filmed. And I trashed their sports teams or whatever. But I remember leaving and the other coms, oh my God, that was fucking so cool, blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking like, I was like, no, I don't think it was. I think I just ended my career. And I was thinking like, and I remember the next.
Well, nowadays, that's forever on the permanent record and held. Nothing ever disappears.
But what I'm saying is that actually ended up helping me.
Right.
Where,
But that's not always going to be the case.
No.
In cases of getting booed off or having a meltdown or whatever.
I think it all depends on like how you like ended up handling it. So then the next week we went to Cleveland and they booed me as I was walking on stage. And then I was just going like, guys, you're not going to pretend to boo me and then I'm going to pretend to be upset.
Right.
And make fun of you. And I started doing my act. They just kept booing and I was just like, all right, good night. So that was weird. And then I was convinced that it was over. But then the next weekend I was off the tour and I did the Punchline in San Francisco and I was just sitting in the back room and I was just like,
what's going to happen?
Are they going to boo me? But then I realized, wait, this is like 180 people there. I can see all of them. This isn't 10,000 drunk people that just disappear into darkness.
Yeah.
So they have the bravado. I can eviscerate people here. I'm in a club. I can see you. So.
But I went through stuff like that too, where I would sort of, sort of all liquored up and, you start talking shit to an audience and then that gets online and then you have people trying to goad you into that,
Right. Do you know what the thing about being in a band is? I just feel like where we get booed, people throw shit at you because you can't hear what they're saying because you're playing your guitars and stuff.
For sure.
Yeah, so I've had stuff thrown at me and just something coming out from the light. It's just like becomes like a major league pitcher because you don't see it to the last 4 feet. This thing's flying at your head and you're out there. Don't you come home, Bill Bailey?
Well, especially since you're busy. You know, you're kind of like have all limbs working and, you know.
Right.
There was one time in Australia, and oftentimes it's just sort of like from my world, it's sort of just like punk rock wildness. Mm-hmm. Things get thrown and things, you know, you're playing these smaller clubs. Many years ago in Australia, I was playing in Melbourne, Australia, and, you know, people are on top of each shoulders and there's pits and they're crowd surfing and all this stuff is just wild, frankly.
Right.
And so in the melee of all that, a can of beer comes and I just grab it, put it in my mouth, rip it, and go, and then you're bleeding, like all in one motion, you know, and where you kind of don't realize you're just lost in the moment, thinking like, no one hurts me more than I hurt myself. You out of your mind?
Oh, is that what that was?
That, for me, that was what that was. It's like, you can't hit me with, you know, try to hit me with something. There's no way. I do a better job than you at hurting myself.
Maintain control of situation.
Right. Something.
What did the crowd do when you did that? They were like, yeah.
Yeah, but the look on everyone's that face of like, there's something priceless to that too. It's like these moments of wild extremes, and oftentimes up there, I don't know what I'm gonna do or what's gonna happen.
Afterwards, you're in the green room. The adrenaline's worn off.
Yeah.
And now you got these slices.
And you're like, going,
why did I do?
Why did I do that? Yeah, and then you go to the airport, and the people at customs look at you like
you're shooting up, like there's a trap line.
Totally. We had a light show on our last tour, the Villains tour, that were these like, you know, tube lights that are about this tall on springs, you know, so you could let it go and it would go boing, 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 boing. Right. And it was like a forest of them, and it was amazing because I'm a bit of a masochist, so I love the idea that, you know, we're kind of launching these lights at each other. It's almost it's dangerous.
So then did you bleed again?
Yeah.
So do you have to bleed every tour?
Probably a little bit. Probably a little.
I'm trying to think. I think I saw you guys at the Forum last time.
You're right. And I think that light tree thing was happening there maybe at that time.
I don't think there was nobody threw anything. It was an LA crowd. You know what I mean? They were in the business. So I know you don't want to promote nothing here, but what about is you have a second leg coming up? Is it Europe? Is it
we're really just starting. We did Europe and kind of initial festival run, but the United States is starting right now, you know, on Tuesday.
Oh wow.
And you know, it's just I'm actually, you know, after, you know, I know everybody went through something the last 4 years, and I certainly did too. But it's funny that it's created this beautiful appreciation for what it is I get to do, because I'm really looking forward to it. And you know, I've had
those are gonna be some good shows.
Yeah, where you really, I really wanna go play. I kind of can't wait. I feel like, open the gate, turn them loose. You know?
Right, so I always ask people this. I just had a buddy ask him, because he's going to go open for a band, and he was sitting there going like, 2 suitcases, one big one, one small one. Is that too much? And I was like, yes.
It's better to do laundry than carry dirty laundry.
Yeah, 1 pair of pants, 2 show shirts, and then you just have your travel outfit.
And that's
it.
That's it.
I feel.
See, you know.
So what are you? Now you dress up though. I remember when you guys were back in Iggy, you guys had those fucking sick ass suits.
Well, that because I want to kind of do that hail rock and roll thing where Keith was backing up Chuck Berry, where it's like we're his gang and we're the band, and then you're different. You're in something else, you know, because that just felt appropriate to be like, we're your boys, like we got you. You know, there's something cool and romantic about all that shit. I just love all that shit.
So when how much do you bring? Are you a diva?
I don't bring very much. You know, because I'd rather just do laundry than carry it. You know, and plus there's something about doing.
I don't want to stand waiting for the fucking bag everywhere you go.
No, I don't check in anything.
No,
I refuse to check in anything. Plus, I do like to be in a laundromat. There's something really just grounding about doing laundry at a coin op when you're on tour. You know, there's something. It's just like
picturing you with your fucking cuts all down your arm, reading the local paper.
Yeah, like the Washington D.C. Gazette.
Right.
You know, there's a yard sale around the corner.
That is one of my favorite things. So if I have a day off from the road before I leave, if I get all of my dirty laundry done,
yeah, it feels good.
No dirty laundry in the bag. It's fine. You come home, you just unpack and tuck it away.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah, you're like, I really did something. I really did. There's that feeling of accomplishment about me doing laundry.
I also, the second I come home, I unpack.
Yeah.
I come home, I say hello to everybody, I go upstairs, I fucking unpack everything, and I put the suitcase away or whatever, and
I don't always make it to that. Right.
I always do that, and Nia's always just like, "How do you do that? How do you do that?" Because if I don't
that's a little Travis Bickle.
do this right now.
It's a little Travis Bickle, just like talking to me.
No, if I don't do this right now, that fucking thing is gonna sit there for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
it's one of those things.
Yeah,
I kind of know, and then it becomes there's something depressing, and you're laying in bed and
about having elements still there and the bag is still there.
That unpacked suitcase.
But I always know I'm about to go again. I always struggle with that sort of relationship of that. But what I noticed though is so I went and saw Neil Brennan the other day. He was at the Ebel Theater, and I went backstage, and he had a bag of chips and one water, and that was it. And I was like,
smart man.
But your backstage wasn't a lot of stuff either.
No, because what happens is
our backstage is a fucking cavalcade of,
and you're getting ripped off every night.
Of course,
because they're overcharging you.
Of
and
course,
they're buying way too much, and then the whoever runs that house goes home.
And I'm like, what is that? That 97% cacao? That's amazing. 97%. What is there? 15 of those? Like I'm just like mesmerized by it all the time. It's so raw carrots, we can make a juice. You know, I need to take a cue from what you guys are fucking
somebody
doing.
told me that. He said, don't have a big rider backstage because it's just another way that they're going to rip you off because they're going to charge you all this extra money. And, you're not going to drink the whole bottle of booze by yourself, so they're just going to take it.
But we always have people come back and it's like, is 6 bottles of tequila, is that enough? Is that going to be enough for Tuesday? Is that enough? Because all these people come back and it's like, I'm just basically... try the cacao.
But that's a band thing. Like there's this pressure to have.
Well, it is. You are turning Tuesdays into Saturdays when you play.
I know. It's
and people are taking their hard-earned money, and they're like, I hot tar roofs, and I don't want to do that. I want some rock and roll, and I want to cut loose.
Right.
And I
Did you ever hear how AC/DC did one tour? AC/DC literally. Part of their set was backstage. They had their own pub because they couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, right.
And every night they would build literally the bar, a place to play darts, and they would feel like they were in a bar.
Pub table.
And it was the same bar every night, so it became like your spot. You had your seat or whatever, and you'd go in there, and you could just get a beer and party with the crew. That sounded to me like that's fucking perfect.
Well, and there is a bit of blowing off steam. You'd think after you played, didn't you just blow off steam? But there's that adrenaline that's still going. Like you couldn't play a show and say, I'm tired, I'm going to go to bed. There's no way.
It's like pickup hockey at 11:30.
Yeah. It is.
You get home 2 in the morning.
It's just like afterwards. Is that what that is?
I'm totally joking.
Okay,
I don't think pickup hockey is the same as being a rock band playing the fucking.
I don't know. I've never
Albert
picked
Hall.
up played any pickup hockey. I always would have liked. I think I would have enjoyed playing hockey.
You would have been a psycho. You would have been a defenseman, and you would have been the guy that fucking kept everybody like, oh, Josh is on the ice.
I think I would have enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Our guitar player Dean, you know Dean. He plays hockey, and he's kind of got a Travis Bickle thing in him too. You wouldn't know to look at him, but he's
a lot of
Detroit.
stuff comes out in competitiveness.
Yeah,
like anything, like from fucking. The Pinewood Derby when your kid's in Cub Scouts. Remember that? And all those. And then I'm supposed to believe a fucking 6-year-old built that.
Yeah. But what is it with all that? Parents are just building their kids' shit for them. It's like that's a log cap. Look at this volcano is insane.
Well, you're allowed to help and stuff like that. I just remember there was.
Of course,
one
you're
guy,
allowed to help, but for God's sake, this is like a Vesuvius. It looks incredible.
This guy took a block of wood when my brother was racing him, right? Because I never joined the Scouts because I saw it was the 70s. My brother would go down to the bus stop with a Cub Scout thing on, and he would just, have to fight because it was all part of what do you pro-Vietnam War. There was just something about everything was about like not being with any sort of government.
Even in the Scouts.
Yeah. So they give you like a block of wood, and this guy somehow, I still remember it, he made a caterpillar. It went up like this. It went down. So he must have had
shaved away
he had a bandsaw
and was
like he's slicing an apple and then wood glue. But the thing about it is the kid's supposed to be helping it too, like helping too. So, I mean, the guy didn't win. It was
but
not
the symbolism
aerodynamic at all.
of being a caterpillar and growing and getting in the chrysalis is just priceless.
It was. I should have viewed it that way. Instead of looking like, I just remember even as a little kid, and I was 2 years younger than my older brother, going like, there's no fucking way that kid made
but
that.
I deal with it all the time. I go and I look at this thing, you know, and my kids made something on their own and it's a little bit of help.
Mm-hmm.
But then I look over and it's like, there's a remote control? How's a volcano have a goddamn fucking remote control? What is that, goo coming out? There's like official goo?
And in that right there.
What's the lesson there?
You see why the world isn't going to work. Because there's always that guy, and that guy is always rewarded, and that guy ascends.
Good job, Timmy.
Ascends the ladder of power because he doesn't give a fuck.
One
like all those
volcano
people,
at a
like,
time.
hey, you got to fake it till you make it. Hey, any port in a storm, yeah, you do what you got to do. All of those, all of that shit. Is basically, I don't want to do the work. I'm not talented enough, but I'm going to figure out a fucking way to get there.
If you don't make it, are you just faking it forever? I guess that's a lot of faking it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people doing that, you know? There's a lot of, you know, shiny clothes.
Yeah.
Going back to a one-bedroom apartment. That has not been mine. I'm very conservative. Look at me. A long time ago, I realized that Malcolm Young was the fashion icon.
Fucking love Malcolm Young.
Yeah, and he never looks bad.
Those
Except
guys
early on, when they were all trying to be a little bedazzled, then they were like, you know what, maybe just Angus.
But all those watching all their early videos, like Jailbreak and all that stuff.
Oh,
it's the
incredible.
best fucking. I mean, AC/DC's got to be in my top 1.5 favorite bands of all time because it's Bon Scott going, ew, like all this sort of like sick royalty. And he's such a, like, the missing teeth. He's older than those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you? I think
I feel even at 55, he still, when he was 34, he still looked older than me.
Yeah. Yeah,
those
because
guys,
the hard living. So
yeah.
As proof positive of that notion, when I went to the Experience Museum in Seattle once on a day off many, many years ago, it was a traveling ACD exhibition. And, you know, there's about 15 of us. It was in the middle of the day on like a Tuesday type of thing. And that's only like 15 of us, and we're all looking at these of different, we weren't all together, just 15 kind of people. And I'm reading this letter behind glass that Bon Scott has written to his aunt. Those like, having a great time out on the road, doing a lot of coke, having a lot of sex. You'd love it out here. Like the way the letter to his aunt.
He wrote it like that?
Yeah, it was like, you know, getting fucked up, you know, doing a bunch of coke, and it's fucking great, you know.
It's not
some
addictive,
groupies,
according to doctors.
It's a group, like, talking about groupies and saying, you'd fucking love it out here. You know, writing to his aunt, and I was like, this is amazing. This is the best thing I've ever heard. And I'm reading this, and all of a sudden, on the sort of television screen, that I'm sure was on a loop every 15 minutes, it starts to go, and Thunderstruck starts, and everyone in there just slowly turned around and ends up by the TV.
Yeah.
All 15 of us that don't know each other, you know, and just, it's them live playing. It's fucking incredible.
I watched the Let There Be Rock, the one from Paris.
Yeah.
The one that they made right before Bond passed away, unfortunately. And it's just like, the sheer like force and power of that band, and the space and the simplicity. Oh my God.
Well, and that, you know, the simplicity is actually hard to do, to go boom, 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 boom. To just, and to be committed to really sticking it. Even, you know, Phil Rudd not playing too much, just going ooh, it's hard to just go boom, 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 and have a real groove
and have 80,000 people go nuts.
Yeah. Well, and even Bon Scott could sing about rock and roll, which is a hard thing to do too and take seriously. You know,
You
it's
also, you know what it was about him? You just believed what he was saying.
because it was 100% real. If you ever read
lock
the
up
letter,
your daughter, lock up your wife.
Lock up your wife.
Yeah, Bon Scott's coming down, man.
Yeah, he's definitely going to give it a go. I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm just saying think about it. You know, put it on the scale.
Yeah, run for your life.
Run for your life. You know, and
the man is back in town. I mean, it's just like anybody else is like, fuck you, you pussy.
Yeah,
Him, you're just like, oh shit, Bond's coming.
And there he is about that tall, but it's like you believe it because it's authentic. And when I read that letter that he wrote to his aunt, I was like, you goddamn right, you better lock that shit up.
Yeah,
you know, it's for real. You know, my buddy Jesse Hughes, he sings in Eagles Death Metal. He sings about rock and roll, and he means it too.
100% he does.
Like 100%. He owns like 15 capes. Do you know anyone else that has?
I saw him.
I don't know anyone that has 15 capes except him. And he'll be like, how does this one, what do you think? I'm like, yeah, that one's great. And then he'll come out and he'll be like, this one seems like the call. And I'm like, dude, just any one of them is great. Can we just talk about what we're supposed to talk about? Which one fucking
but
rocks? he's like, no, but yeah, but think about it, which ones? And I'm like, the blue one. Okay, can we get focused on the task? But I love that. If we feel like the Odd Couple, like Cramden and Norton, it's like there's a.
I saw him.
I love that
in the
relationship.
basement of that. I always want to call it a Knights of Columbus because I'm from back east, but it's for the military vets. What do you call those places?
Yeah, the Legion. Yeah, the Legion.
I saw him in the basement of that place.
Yeah.
And you would have thought he was in front of 100,000 people. It was fucking unbelievable.
And he loves the fans. Like he'll go to their houses.
It's also he's another guy with a badass motorcycle. I don't know if he still has that Indian, man.
Yeah,
oh God, gorgeous bike.
I think he totaled it. But made it out somehow alive. Right? It's just like, you know, he's a wild one.
You ever see when people like wipe out and they just get thrown from the car? Like there's a amazing car chase of this guy in a Corvette. And he's trying to get between these two trucks, and it's filmed from overhead in the helicopter, and the thing literally spins,
right,
and just like disintegrates, and somehow he just sort of spits out the side, like standing up, like
walks away,
like in a fucking cartoon,
and walks away.
Yeah. I had a buddy of mine.
That's why they're like the drunk always lives, you know, and
because he's totally relaxed.
Yeah, because he's just going with Crash Test Dummy style, going with it. Yeah.
Everybody else is like, and snapping their neck.
Clinching down tight, you know.
Well, there was a comedian that, this guy, Wally Collins, was the guy who got me. He goes, be careful about driving late at night because that was the thing. Like, you check out at 2 p.m, do the gig, and then drive all the way to the airport and try to drive overnight and save money on a Motel 6 or whatever, right?
Right.
So he told me, he goes, dude, one time he was doing that, and he was driving back, and he goes, I was driving, and then I just woke up in a field.
Yeah.
He was literally in a field
of dreams,
laying on his back. But I think he kind of.
But was he drinking and driving, or was he? No, he just fell asleep.
He just fell asleep,
and he just went with it.
And I think he was just totally relaxed, and whatever the fucking horse whisperer or somebody just laid him in that fucking field, and he just woke up like, what the fuck? Like, am I dead? And
if you go with it, yeah.
He told me that story like 25 years ago, and I never, like when I would be like, no, not through. I'd be like, Wally Collins woke up in a field. Fuck this shit. And I would, you know, at very least pull into a parking lot.
Well, you know, when we travel, we're with a big group it's a full gang and all these people in tour buses. When you tour, did you ever do tours where you just drove alone? So you did. Do you drive alone?
Oh, yeah, God, yeah.
Is that a bummer? Was that it seems like
I was so
driving alone,
off.
doing like 20 dates by yourself and no one else.
I was not only walled off, I was steering into it. Like one day I was like, let me see if I can go this whole day without talking to anybody until I talk to the person who gives me the microphone.
I've done that.
Yeah. So, but what I did was, and then it started fucking with me, so I started building it around going to sporting events. So I would just look to see what team was in town. Baseball was easy because they have so many games, and they also play in the afternoon sometimes.
To sort of just fill the time and just because I went out to Joshua Tree once and was like, I want to see how long I can go without speaking. It was like 4 days of just nodding and pointing, and you know, if you have to get something, and it started to feel just a little bit crazy after a while.
Oh, it did feel crazy.
I mean, at first it was kind of rewarding, and it was just interesting to not make any sounds and to not do anything or speak to anybody, and just go.
I'm not gonna lie to you; those were dark years for me.
Yeah,
they were very, very, very.
It seems lonely.
Very dark years.
Just like doing comedy tour, driving yourself, not.
And my college
alone.
agent was big in the Midwest, out to the Dakotas, and it's just like, yeah,
the Dakotas.
Like I remember going
comedy in the Dakotas.
I've always said like I never understood like how a band that sounded as angry as Slipknot could come from Iowa. I'm like, hey, what are we talking? And then you go to Iowa in January or February, and you're like, oh my God, like this is, you can go nuts out here.
Oh yeah,
you can go and if you live away from the Quad Cities, or fucking
the Quad Cities,
the Quad Cities. So I think 2 of them are in fucking Illinois. If you're not where the action is, especially back then, there's action there now. They got good coffee and stuff. Everything has just become everything. You know what I mean?
Right. There's the same stuff in the mall there that's over here, but still, like when you get out in the sticks,
store there, Yeah. But back in the day when I was like driving out to these fucking places like the colleges. It was just like.
But it's still, there's still towns of 300 going on out there in Iowa where it's.
How about make a right on Rural Road H? Like they haven't even fucking named it.
Yeah, they've.
Yeah, it's like, is this like a fucking reservation? Like, when am I gonna get
Rural Road?
Yeah, what is going on here? So those were like.
Dark times.
Yeah, and a lot of times the setup wasn't right. It's the same thing like in any part of show business, just showing up. You probably behind the chicken wire. I would show up and be like, we don't have a microphone. Is that going to be a problem? Like that type of shit. So
there used to be a place called the Outhouse in Lawrence, Kansas, and it was just an empty house right past the county line. So the police that was their jurisdiction. It had no windows and no doors. And you'd set up and people would come and they'd charge for shows and you'd set up your stuff in this empty house, and the security I remember I played there when I was like 18 years old. The security was skinheads and they were all on acid. And I'm taking a leak in this cornfield and I hear gah, 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 and I just hit the deck. I dive into my own urine, with joy, I guess, just to get out of the way. And I turn around and these skinheads are shooting these AK-47s in the cornfield. And they're like, yeah, that's the security. They're on acid. And it's like, you just don't get those experiences these days.
Oh my God, were they seeing shit? And they were just, oh my God,
I have no idea. But this is like sort of that punk rock underground. You're playing these wild shows and that's some of the stuff that would happen. And in a way, not in a way. I loved it's not that I loved that particularly because that's not the greatest thing ever.
Who doesn't love a skinhead on acid?
Well, but
an AK-47.
the wildness. But I compare it to sort of the sterilized versions of stuff that are today, where it's like it's $18 for a beer, and it's not that it needs to go to skinheads on acid. I'm just saying I miss kind of the wild subculture. Everything is so safe now. And maybe it's not the best example.
I don't think that's even true.
What?
I think what it is the corporations took all the mafia's scams, but they do it. It's legalized, so it feels like, like that's a mugging that just happened there, but it's legal,
right?
And you can just keep figuring out every quarter how to make more and more money, and I think that I think it's an unbelievable, it's sort of sold as this homogenized sort of, yeah, man, Bed Bath & Beyond. But I feel like it's a really hostile time. Like, anytime you want customer service, it's fucking hostile.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, you bought this, fuck you.
Well, they send you in a little maze.
Go online, you figure it out. If you don't, there's nobody to talk to. There's no satisfaction.
Yeah.
Type your question. And you might as well just put a note in a bottle and throw it into the fucking ocean if somebody's even going to get back to you. And
contact at.
Yeah, there's no Better Business Bureau. There's nobody looking out for anybody. So, But I guess that's depressing.
Well, I guess what I'm missing is the sort of the outhouse in Lawrence, Kansas was people putting on shows, because they were passionate about it.
Right.
And yeah, the security on this one night were Skinheads on Acid, and sure, that's not great. And
it's a good name for an album.
Yeah. There was a band called Gay Bikers on Acid, actually, a punk rock band from Texas. But at least it was put on by people that were passionate enough to put it all together.
Right.
And it was theirs, and they were bringing you out there because they really cared. And
I mean, it must have been an event, though. There's like
fucking amazing.
Nothing to go.
It was amazing. Nothing to compare to that. And someone was doing that out of passion, and they've even this empty building and setting up the generator and doing all this stuff. And it's hard to match that sort of passion with, like, you know, $30
Coachella.
parking, $28 beer. You know what I mean? And like, can't go over here. Could you have that brisket? Like, there's that versus the passion of.
Oh yeah, there's way more. Yeah, there's control, and that like, yeah, there was all like there was a whole group. Those guys in Boston, like they had this way of sneaking into Boston Garden, and they just went to every game, and to the point they were so bold about it, they actually made a video of themselves doing it. That they showed on the news. They go, look, and there they go, and there they are, way up there on the catwalk. Nobody's like, they could fall. This is a liability.
But I love that they were so passionate about sneaking. I love that. They're so passionate about sneaking in that it's just part of their thing. You know, it's.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. You probably just sound like a couple of old guys. But when you go back on tour, you unbelievably relaxed for going out on tour on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, because, you know, things are, I'm just enjoying myself, you know? I mean, honestly, I'm enjoying myself, and I you know, I feel like I really don't have much to complain about. Right. And I'm looking forward to it. And
how many dates? Like, how long
it's
you
gonna
gone?
Be 3 years, honestly. Of
3 years, but like,
especially because, I'm gonna go slow. I tend to overwork myself and really push hard, and I used to want to do 5 dates a week, and you just lose crew. They're just like, I'm not setting up 5 shows a week, you know.
Right.
Because I like it when we're kind of sweaty and dirty and a little bloody, and we're playing great together when we're like that, you know, when you're kind of pushing through the adversity of that, you know. But I think this time I'm just going to go slow and enjoy it.
That's kind of what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I think that's part of being like, I'm 55, so now I just did 4 weekends in a row.
Yeah, that's great.
And I was saying to my wife, I'm going, this is young kid shit, man. I can do every other weekend or whatever, but like just want to like. I feel like to get here, you got to be like, for fucking 30 straight years.
Yeah.
And then it's like, am I going to keep doing that?
And you're supposed to, though, right? I mean,
you got to kind of like fucking.
You finally get to some spot where you ask yourself, when I know I am supposed to stop doing that, and when is that supposed to be?
Yeah,
exactly?
and I am supposed to at some point enjoy.
Right. And there's someone on the other end of this going, hey, 2 fucking old guys, and it's like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, you're goddamn right.
Yeah, and you don't want to see me trying to act like I'm fucking young, because that'll be.
Well, that's just kind of gross. That's just kind of. It's like, what was Garth Brooks' alter ego for a second?
Chris Gaines.
Where he's sort of like you don't want to see an old guy like try to be like Chris Gaines or something all of a sudden.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
That's how hard that guy was crushing it.
That he was just like in makeup.
I'm gonna do this.
That's not anything against Garth Brooks. It's just like I remember that album cover where it's like.
I remember seeing some crazy stat about albums sold and the top 5 fucking people, and he was in it. Like the level that guy's on. He had.
You mean on the permanent top 100 list? Because they take off like the Doors and Michael Jackson and Dark Side of the Moon. The Appetite for Destruction.
Back in Black.
Thriller. Back in Black. Yeah. There's some that are just permanently there.
They're just there, yeah. And he had it on the country charts. I swear to God, it was like the
Tiny
Beatles.
Tim. He's not on there.
No. Well, when are you doing an LA gig? Because I want to see you guys.
We're about to announce. But we can't. I can't.
Because you drive by the Palladium.
I can't say it. There's a strike.
I keep driving by the Palladium, and I keep seeing your name up on the market. I go, oh, and they're promoting the album.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. What, like a billboard or some shit?
No, it's on the marquee.
Really?
It's.
My friend thought you were playing there.
That's what I thought.
Wow, look at that. I didn't know that. You know, I've been really just
You're
kind of keeping my head down and just like
I think that's been the theme of this podcast.
it's not paying
Two
attention.
former ragers
Right.
trying to fucking get into that Bergenstock life. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. By the way, I tried some on today.
Oh, really?
Bergenstock. I was just
You're like a German tourist.
I can't do it.
Did you black sock it too?
No, you know what it is?
You know,
I have ghost white feet. As white as I am, like at least this is
that your
seeing
feet
the
are actually
sun.
whiter than
Whiter.
Like
the original white.
Yeah.
Out of the womb white that I was. I've never worn them. So they were there. And they weren't like Bergenstock. They were Bergenstock style. They were like these rubber ones. And
okay, so wait. That's like so.
They were like
Birkenstocks are still better than Crocs, which are like. So you're talking about a Croc level.
It wasn't a Croc. They were actually rubber. Well, I guess those are rubber.
Yeah, you're headed for Crocs.
You know, I didn't want Crocs. And my wife got me some because everybody, the kids had them. Everybody fucking has them. So I'm like,
it's like, what are you, Mario Batali?
Yes.
Well, you work at the fucking ER.
So I got these fucking things, and I was wearing them on the beach, and I went into the ocean, and they got wet. And then if you leave them out in the sun, they shrink. So then I only had them for like a fucking week, and I'm like, what am I doing with these things? They're stupid.
Some things can't be done.
They can't.
We got to make a deal. We can't.
No, I have this pair of Adidas slip-ons.
Yeah, those are great.
Those are fine, right? You approve?
That's why there's no reason to go to Croc level for anybody.
That's what I kept saying. I kept saying
we have Adidas slip-ons. We're good.
I have. I said I have a pair of slip-ons. They go, well, just in case.
And look at that. There's a dragon on mine. I've got a dragon, and there's a flower there because you can put all these badges.
Flair. I had Flair on mine. My wife got because my wife knew that I didn't want them.
So she flared them up.
She put some hockey sticks on them, and maybe
maybe there was give it a chance.
Yeah, maybe there was like the devil horns.
Just give it a chance.
These Crocs rock, just like you, Dad. It was really bad.
I like that she was going the extra mile to try to sort of crock you into them.
It's the only thing I've ever experienced worse than my man tits was my bedazzled Crocs.
Croc bottom.
Yes. Well, at Croc Bottom, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the podcast. See you, my friend. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy where you are in your life with your band and on this tour. And I will be looking at queensofthestoneage.net or org, whatever the fuck it is.
.gov.
To find out when you're going to be out here because I got to see. You know, John Theodore's my guy, man.
Oh, yeah. He's a monster.
He's a monster. Absolute monster. And I love his fucking playing on this.
Oh, he's playing, and live right now, he's playing like he never has. He's just very centered and natural and all over it. I mean, wait till he's
got those Ludwigs that sound killer.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I can't wait to see it. All right, Josh
Homme,
everybody. Check out the new album, In Times
New Roman.
New Roman. I almost said of Roman. All right, thank you, guys.
See ya. Thank you.
Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, August 24th, 2015. What's going on? How are ya? How's it going? A lovely end of August for all of you. Don't fret. Don't fret with the global warming. We'll have summer weather until like October. Then we'll have epic fucking snowstorms. And then a swarm of mosquitoes signaling that we're going winter to summer. That's how it works now. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because that's the natural cycle. You know, throughout the history of the world, the Earth has gone through cooling off and heating up periods. There's that argument. And then there's the other argument. We're using too many Q-tips. You flush them down the toilet, and it's choking all the mackerel. You know? And we're causing it. Stop putting hairspray on your pubes. Right? I have no idea why. All I know is it's towards the end of the summer. And this is when I get excited for football and baseball all at the same time. Because the games are starting to fucking matter. it just sucks. My team's like 12 and a half fucking games out, 12 and a half games out. But before we get into any of that shit, let's talk about the number one controversy in the fucking country, my weight loss. Now, as you know, as of July 5th, the internet went crazy when they heard that I was quitting drinking. There was a backlash, and whatever. I quit drinking on July 5th, and I've been trying. I was about $187, $188, and I was going to get down to. I was going to lose 3 pounds a week over the next whatever the fuck that is, whatever that comes out to, like 8 weeks or so, and I was going to get down to 162, and I was going to have a flat stomach, and I was going to have abs, and people were going to love me, right? So what happened? The first 2 weeks I went great. 186 down to 183, 183 down to 180, right on schedule. Then I went to fucking Montreal and I got my ass kicked. I went on the road. I didn't lose any weight, but I didn't gain any weight. Stayed at $180. So I was 2-1. Week 3, down to $177. Week 4, down to $174. Week 5 down to 171. Now this week, all right, so I'm 5-1. 5-1. Old Billy Fat Tits turning the bus around, driving away from the bakery and over to the salad bar. So this week I needed to be 168.0 to be 6-1 and have a commanding lead in the AFC East of Pasty Tits, right? And this week, I weighed in at 168.8. Oh, big time loss. Oh, 6-1 would have looked so good on the calendar. Now I'm 5-2. I did great up until last night, and my wife had somebody, in town that we both knew. They're going to do business or whatever, and I knew this person, sort of business and friends. So we went out, went down to the Rainbow Room on Sunset, and I had 2 old duels. I mean, those have to be, of all the empty calories out there, those have to be the emptiest of them all. And then I had 2 slices of pizza. I did that around 10, 11 o'clock, and at my age, that's enough to fuck you over. And so whatever. So next week I got to be down to 165. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do that. That's almost 4 pounds. Probably not going to happen. I might have to adjust my goal to 166. In fact, I think I'm going to. We'll just say 166 because that'll be 2.8 pounds, right? So rather than me getting discouraged by not making 165, I'll be psyched to be 166. And I know what you're thinking. Like, Jesus Christ, Bill, that's like when they give every fucking dumb kid a goddamn trophy because he ran down the street with his fucking shorts on, right? Whatever the hell they do in gym class now. Everybody clap your hands. Whoever claps their hands gets a fucking trophy. I'm not doing that way. All right? I'm taking the loss. I'm 5-2. But you got to have realistic goals here. If I don't hit them, then I go, oh, fuck it, and I go back to boozing. And another thing, too, not drinking and fucking working out makes Billy a tired boy. Drinking, I could stay up all night running my fucking yap. So anyways, 168.8. And I'm glad that I'm talking about this on the podcast because right now I think I look great. All right? I fucking, wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and I go, God damn, that is one good-looking son of a bitch. Right? I like the way I look right now. It's been a while. So the temptation is to stop. Do, boo, do, boo, boo, boo. Do they sing that song, Sunshine on a Cloudy Day? Start hearing that song. Well, I'll get some chocolate cake, right? You just start eating like a fucking moron. Do a little bingo bango, as Joe DeRosa says. Bingo bango, which is a beer and a shot. I believe one of Joe DeRosa's friends back home coined that phrase, bingo bango. And there's a few people doing that last night at the Rainbow Room, and I was like, God damn it, that looks enjoyable. As I look across this sticky table, eating a surprisingly good pizza, surprisingly good slice of pizza for Los Angeles, California at the Rainbow Room. Seeing somebody do a little bingo bango was like, oh, man. In fact, the last time I did that, I think, was at the Rainbow Room. I don't go there often. But when I do, beer and a shot, you got to do it. Why else would you go there? To look at the Nelson memorabilia? I don't think I do. Is that his base up on the wall? Who knows? All right. Anyways, so 168. That's all right. So next week I'm going to go for 166. And then the following week I'll be what? Let's see. That'd be 163. I'll be a pound short, so I'll have to go an extra couple of days. And that's what I get. That's what I get for drinking a couple of O'Douls, which I got to tell you, for non-alcohol, it's not that bad. It's not good. You know what I mean? The emptiest of all empty calories. What a fucking moron, right? So anyways, hey, by the way, my phone is acting up here. I got the fucking iPhone 6, so I'm supposed to be with all the cool kids here with all the brand new shit. And for some reason, this thing, I just lost all my fucking text messages, but it's saying I have 3. And then it keeps telling me to sign into iCloud, which I don't want to do. And I keep hitting cancel, and then it keeps popping up again. If anybody knows how to make that go away, make the world go away. Make that fucking thing go away. I would really appreciate it. Messages. What did I do here? How come I'm not getting my messages?
So what you want to do is click on the settings fucking thingamajiggy there.
I have no idea what's going on here. I have the iPhone 6. What happened? Did I sweat on it? Huh? Did I drop it in a fish tank? They always say that to you, huh? Did you drop it? Oh, yeah, I just fucking spiked it on the ground, pal. That's are you not supposed to do that with the phones? Yeah, I wasn't sure. So anyways, let's see. What do I weigh? I weigh 168.8. So I'm going for 166. The back of my head, I'm still going for 165. And I'm going to ride this bike that I just got fucking redone, fixed up or whatever, a couple times this week. Just because every time I look at it, I hear Verzi's voice now going, "Dude, you're never gonna ride it. That is the biggest fucking waste of money." And you know what? Every time I think he's right, I picture Paul Verzi on a bicycle, and I just start dying laughing. And I realize he doesn't ride a bike. Paul Verzi never rode a bike. You know what I mean? He likes four-door sedans. Anybody who likes a four-door sedan does not like a bicycle. You know, what the kind of motor trend? He's the kind of guy that if he bought a motorcycle, he'd get a fucking three-wheeler, right? Am I an asshole here? I still realize you're exposed when you ride those things, but I think the only people who should ride those are really old bikers who spent 4 to 5 decades riding on two wheels. Then they're just too old, too brittle to get back out there in their old horse, but they still love riding. So you get them the fucking trike, you get them the three-wheeler, right? Seeing these every time I see a fucking young punk on one of those things, they're always looking over their shoulder, and somebody in like a fucking German four-door four-door sedan is always chasing them. It's happened to me 3 times out here. I see some kid in one, and he comes roaring up to the red light, and he's frantically looking over his shoulder, and then some kid in like a white BMW is chasing him. It's like fucking Grand Theft Auto. Actually, I only saw it one time, but recently I saw another kid pull up to a red light in a three-wheeler, and he fucking looked over his shoulder. So within my head, not only was it happening again, I added another one. Almost like bankers when you deposit $100 and then they loan out that $100 like fucking 90 different people and just counterfeit $800 out of the fucking air, right? Anyways, this is the Monday Morning Podcast for this week, and I got to make sure I fucking eat well this fucking week. I got to do this. I got to see this thing through. I got to get down to $1.62. Other than that, my fucking summer's about ready to get fucking great with football coming around. I can't fucking believe it's almost here. I am so jonesing for sports right now that I actually taped. If you wonder about my weird breathing, I had a fucking burrito today. I'm going off the rails, but I'm talking about it out loud here so I don't fuck up. You know what happens? First day you look in the mirror, you're like, dude, I look good. I look fine, right? And that part of your brain goes, hey, let's go to McDonald's. You know what? I think I will. But I actually watched Serena Williams in the semifinals of that Cincinnati tournament, and I didn't see it today. I kind of got into all these obscure tournaments. I only used to watch like the finals of the majors, but right now I'm reading Andre Agassi's book, Open, which I highly fucking recommend, especially for somebody who's trying to accomplish something, or if you fucking hate tennis. The way he describes what you go through mentally. God, I can't stop yawning. What you go through mentally when trying to win a tournament or just trying to get better or not get psyched out because you're the new kid and you're playing against John McEnroe or some fucking legend. It's an incredible book. So I started, and what has fascinated me more than the majors has been all these what I consider jerk-off tournaments that I never paid attention to. Indian Wells, Cincinnati, the clay season. I only thought there was just the French Open and that's it. And he was like saying that there's the clay season, the grass season. They got all these other fucking obscure tournaments. And you know what I love most about them? Plenty of fucking seats. Jesus Christ, you could have just walked into Cincinnati and sat down and watched whoever the fuck you wanted. Tremendous. So I watched Serena win. And today she won the whole thing. And Roger Federer also won. And I guess he's looking young. Looks like he's rewinding the clock there. And the U.S. Open's around the corner. Am I making you guys yawn? I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know what's going on here. You know what it is I ate a bunch of shit food. My body's reacting to it. Right now it's fucking just shutting everything down. Like when you close all the extra apps because it's sucking off your fucking battery there. You know what I mean? I think that's what my brain's doing right now. All right, let's shut it down and deal with this fucked up thing you just put in our stomach. This is the priority. Everything else, like consciousness, doesn't fucking matter anymore. So anyways, I'm actually psyched to watch the U.S. Open and actually to watch tennis on a level that I never watched it before, which is basically to pay attention to does the person keep hitting to the other person's forehand, to their backhand? They hit it right at them. Where do they put it in the box when they fucking serve it? Does the person cheat in? I used to watch that, though. If they cheated in, if they're standing a few feet behind the baseline, then on the second serve, are they inside the baseline and that type of shit? I never used to pay attention to that shit, but it actually makes tennis way more enjoyable to watch. And so whatever. I'm not a big reader, but I'm actually enjoying the Andre Agassi book there. So, anyways, Jesus, 14 fucking minutes of just babbling. So, anyways, did anybody watch? I was on Conan this week. I want to thank everybody over there once again. Had a fucking awesome time. How great is Conan, man? The guy just rolls with it every time you get out there. And as you noticed, I was hyping the Madison Square Garden show, which is obviously a big deal for me. And oh, wait a minute. I already talked about... Did I kind of talk about this? Well, I said who was going to be on it. And whatnot, whatever. That's fun, though. That shit is always fun, doing fucking panel. It's a lot easier than coming out there and doing fucking stand-up, you know what I mean? We just have to go out there and host the show. Going out and doing panels easy. You just sit down. If you get someone cool like Conan, he just fucking sets you up, just tease you up the whole time, And then if you're on a nice run, he lets you go. And then if you fucking fall on your face, he jumps in, he saves you. Right? Him and Andy. So once again, thanks to everybody over there. I had a fucking awesome time, as always. And all right, let's get to the big fucking thing of this week that affected my life. The big controversy, the big blowback in this comedy climate that we live in. Which obviously what I'm talking about, and I've kind of been dancing around it for the first 14 minutes because I've been debating about whether or not to talk about this and just throw more gas on the fire or just let it burn itself out. Of course, what I am talking about is ESPN retracting their statements and apologizing to the New England Patriots at 12:20 in the fucking morning. Can you fucking believe that? Is ESPN not the biggest bunch of fucking pussies ever? First of all, they re-reported a story that was retracted in 2007, and it's that classic one that, some guy heard a rumor that somebody said that the Patriots filmed the Rams walkthrough. before the Super Bowl. That story came from the Boston Herald. It was retracted in like fucking 2007, according to the 3 seconds of fucking research that I did before I did this podcast. ESPN, I evidently recently repeated it. I never watch ESPN anymore. Somebody tweeted it to me. That's how I actually know about this shit. So I guess they brought it up again as if it hadn't been retracted and proven false. So then they had egg on their face. And rather than apologizing during the time of day when they fucking first reported it, they did it quickly at 12:20 in the fucking morning. What a bunch of babies. You know? So there you go, everybody. All you Patriot haters. Have you noticed all the paint peeling off your fucking arguments? How about this? We're the best fucking football team in the NFL for the last 15 years, and we got the trophies and the rings to prove it. All right? Other than that, you can get on your knees and suck a giant fucking dick with your bullshit fucking arguments. All of it, from Spygate right to Deflategate to filming practices, all of it is a bunch of fucking bullshit. Spygate might be the worst one ever if you ever do any research on it and Google some of the best coaches in the league talking about filming other fucking teams, putting binoculars on them. A veritable who's who of Hall of Fame coaches talking about doing it. So fuck all you guys, and I can't hear you. I can't hear you anymore because I know you're just going to have to retract it soon enough. But by all means, keep giving Seattle, you know, where their own owner fucks over his own fan base with the alleged large beer and small beer, building a stadium that makes his team sound louder than they actually are. And old squeaky clean fucking Pete Carroll. Oh, yeah, there's a fucking altar boy for you. I'm sure nothing. You know, he got busted for doing something. A little gamesmanship last year, having people reporting to practice before they should have to try to get some extra advantage. That's all right. That's just because he's so dedicated. They're not cheating out there. No, I'm the Raiders, the Cowboys. There's a couple of squeaky clean fucking franchise. Give me a fucking break. Fuck all you guys. Fuck all of you. Fuck you in your ear. Fuck all of you. All right? We are the champions again. I love it. I love it. ESPN with their tail between their fucking legs. 12:20 in the fucking morning.
Oh, yeah, by the way, all that stuff we said about the Patriots was bullshit.
Anyway, shameless ESPN who fanned the flames of that fucking Deflategate after they did a study and proved that it was a disadvantage, and then they tried to quickly take it down. Oh, you fucking whores. Go fuck yourselves. All right, let's do a little advertising here for this week. All right, what do we got here? Speaking of fucking MeUndies, I went and visited a friend of mine today down on Manhattan Beach, and I have a number of friends that have recently moved out there, and they keep telling me, dude, you got to fucking move out here. It's awesome. You know, you can walk around. Everything's fucking cool. First time I go down there, there's this crazy homeless guy, right, who will just be walking around muttering, and then out of nowhere, he just fucking yell so loud and, like, throw this crazy punch. And every time it scared the fuck out of me, and I knew it was coming. He'd be just walking, going, no, he just kept going, bah! And he just fucking throw this punch. And every time it made me give me like a little fucking heart attack, like what's his face in Biloxi Blues. And so I'm thinking, all right, it's nighttime. You know, the beach is just like, you know, it just attracts so many fucking losers. You know, because their whole deal is like, even if I fuck up, I can still survive and live outside, curl up in the warm sand. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm walking down there today with my buddy. It's during the day, and it's more like family time. And I'm walking down the fucking street, right? And there's like these two fucking girls. I don't know how old they were, but they didn't have any curves yet. And they're wearing these bikinis, and they got like 3/4 of their ass that they don't even have yet hanging out of the back of it. And I'm looking at my buddy, and I'm going like, dude, why are those little girls, like they were like fucking 12, walking with their asses? What the fuck is wrong with parents today? I want to walk up to the parents and just be like, that's okay with you? Did you ever watch To Catch a Predator? What the fuck are you doing? Can you put your kids' asses away, please? Fucking worst parent. They literally should. Somebody should just come up and just. I don't know what. What do you fucking just dump a bucket of ice water over their parents' head and just scream, "Wake up!" You know. People, if you have young children, can you cover them up? Jesus Christ, that was so creepy. It should have been in one of those fucking. Who's the guy who does it? It used to be Calvin Klein had the creepy fucking prepubescent fucking kids like locked in the cellar. Remember those fucking commercials? And there was like the guy off camera just being like, "So what do you like to do for fun?" "Oh, yeah? Those jeans are kind of falling off your hips, aren't they?" That's fucking awful. That awful commercial, my favorite one ever. Jim the taxi driver that Donnell Logue did. You ever see when he did? I can't find it, but he did a parody of that. And he was sitting there with like his pants half pulled down, answering the questions of some creepy guy off. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. But the latest American Apparel. You know that creepy fucking feeling you get if you're any sort of a human being when you look at an American Apparel ad? You know, I actually tweeted about it one time. You're pulling up to it, and, you know, old man, you're fucking pulling up with your bad eyes going, "Jesus, look at the ass on that ass. He's only 12, right? That's the same thing. That's the same fucking feeling. Today, it's like, what the, why? Who's the fucking creep that makes a bathing suit for a little girl like that? You know? I don't know. Whoever it is, he goes by uncle. That's always a dead giveaway. When somebody's in their 40s, they're not married, right? And they're still hanging out with people half their age, and they go, "Oh, just call me fucking uncle, whatever." That's when you immediately have to leave. And if there's any drink in the room, don't drink it, right? Am I fucking nuts? That's just what I believe. Parents, I mean, who am I? I don't have any fucking kids. I shouldn't say that. But for the love of God, you know, if your kid's like, you know, if you add your kid's age, it's like under 5, you know, 1 + 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the math. I shouldn't use a math equation. I'm too fucking dumb for that. I'm just saying. You know what the fuck I'm saying. And then it makes you feel like a fucking creep. It's like, would you get that out of here? Please. Horrific parenting. All right, let's plow ahead here. The fuck else was I going to talk about? I think that's it. Is that all I have to? I apologize lately. These fucking podcasts, I have absolutely nothing to talk about because I've just been in a fucking edit room. I can't tell you this. The drum lessons have been going fucking great. Trying to get that molar method thing down finally. After all these goddamn years, let's see if I can actually sign in at iCloud. Sign in at the fucking iCloud. What the fuck is this thing? Now I can't even look at my photos? Ah, Jesus. Does anybody know what is better than the iPhone? Or what's comparable to it? So anyways, right now I'm going through that book, The Art of Bop Drumming by John Riley. And I'm just fucking with two lines on one page, and it's blowing my mind, all the different ways you can play it. So I'm going to have fun for the rest of the year here. Anyways, you know, who's kidding me? Why don't I just fucking get to the goddamn questions? And I'll fucking go from there. Somebody sent me this thing. Teens react to encyclopedias, you know, because they all grew up on computers and shit, and they're looking at them like, what the fuck are these? And I really wanted to laugh at them that they didn't understand or thought encyclopedias were stupid, but 20 seconds into it, I was just like, this is what I sound like when I'm trying to use an iPhone or any sort of computer. So I can't make fun of them, right? That wouldn't be fair. And to be honest with you, I understood encyclopedias and I sucked at those too. That was a big deal, though. If you were any sort of a fucking nerd, man, and you got encyclopedias, then they came out with more specific ones, like ones that were just dedicated to sports, I would fucking read those all goddamn day. All goddamn day. And like, you know, my parents and everybody would get mad. Like, what are you going to get out of that fuck? What are you going to get out of that? It's like, I don't know. Maybe someday there'll be a 24-hour sports network that I could get a job and make millions of dollars a year and say things that aren't true and then retract it at 1 a.m. support a coke habit and get some whores. I mean, who knows? There's all kinds of shit that could happen here. But watching that just took me back to those days of having to do fucking book reports and all of that. Oh, my God. Book report. And always just waiting to do it. There was always that fucking kid that just had the fucking ability to just go home, read the book, and get it done. And just get on with their life. And I would just sit there staring at the book, walking by it every day like it was like, I don't know, Medusa's head. Like I was going to turn to stone if I fucking looked at the thing. I really wish, if I could go back and do my life over again, there's just so much shit that I just would have faced immediately and just gotten it over with. From fucking ass kickings to book reports to the Moeller method, playing drums, just sitting down and dedicating fucking 3 months of my life to get a little bit of muscle memory so then it slides in eventually to my playing. And just say, okay, the next 3 months are going to fucking suck. It's going to be slow increments of growth. And when I come out the other side, I'm going to be really excited about it. I just wish I had that when I was a kid. And it's something that I've slowly developed as I've gotten older, especially once you get out of school and you actually get to start choosing things that you want to do as opposed to having to do. Get my helicopter license and shit like that. Back in the day, that would have just ate me up. I would have saw all those assignments and be like, I have to remember shit. Fuck this, man. And I would just try to make people laugh in the fucking class. And then that would be it. Next thing you know, I was in summer school with a pouty look on my face like I wasn't there because of me. Like somehow I had been fucking wrong. So anyways, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about here. But if you can develop that, on any fucking level, it makes your day so much less stressful. You ever just make a list of shit you have to get done and you wake up and you just do it and then you look and it's like fucking 11:30 in the morning. You got the whole rest of your day. That's a great way to spend your day. And it's also a great way to actually develop a drinking problem because then you got the whole fucking day. You got no responsibility. Might as well get shit-faced, right? Speaking of boozing. Oh, do I miss it? I do and I don't. I miss it at night. I don't miss it during in the morning hours. Or when I step on the scale, I don't miss it. But I have to tell you this, and you can call me a snob. My wife is totally into that American greed. And one of the things that I find these guys constantly spending money on, we're just blowing money on, is doing like $1,000 shots of cognac, however the fuck you say it. And me and Jason Lawhead did $100 shots one time. One time we said, fuck it. We both did a show. I had sold some posters. He sold some fucking CDs. And we had some merch money. And we were just like, fuck it. Let's just take the merch money. Let's blow it on one shot. Let's fucking taste this shit. And it was unbelievable. And, unlike whiskeys that seem to only go up to about, 20, 25 years, like bourbons, like those cognacs can go, as far as I know, I saw some on the internet because I was looking them up that went back hundreds of years. Is that true? I know wine can go back like that, but I was wondering, anybody out there currently embezzling money from a company and can recommend, obviously I'm not going to do $1,000 shot. But can you recommend some, dipping my toe in the water for when I come off this thing? Because as you're hearing this, I'm 50 days in to my 72-day stay of no fucking alcohol. I'm already 50 days in, huh? Look how quick it goes. So when I come out of it, man, I would really love to try something like that. Because with that shit, you're just sitting there like, I remember when they poured the shot, I was almost afraid I was going to spill it. I forget how old, it was like 60 years old. I'm like, oh my God, this is like, I forget how old I was at the time. I was like, this is like 15 years older than me. Like this thing was put into the barrel, whatever they do, when like Harry Truman was still in the, like he was just, well, I can't know, wait. Was Truman in early 50s, I think? Yeah, the early 50s. I think Truman was in office, right? Well, let's see. He finished World War II. dropped the bomb. That was like 46. Jesus Christ, Bill, the fucking internet's right in front of you. Can you stop torturing the goddamn listeners? Who the fuck was president in 1952? I'm going with Truman. I thought it went FDR, Truman, and then Eisenhower. U.S. President 1952, and it is Harry S. Truman. Go fuck yourself. Bam. That guy looks like somebody I wouldn't fuck with, man. There's just something about those round-rimmed glasses. You know what he looks like? He looks like the actor that played the warden in the fucking Shawshank Redemption, doesn't he? I wonder if he called up Japan after he dropped the second one. Do you like that second one, or am I being obtuse? Anyways. What the fuck am I talking about? What am I talking about? Oh, I'm talking about the cognac. I was almost afraid to fucking spill it. And then also, you didn't want to drink it really fast. You wanted to, like, savor it. So I'm thinking, when I go back to boozing, so I'm not bangoing the whole fucking time, I'm actually just sipping it nice and slow, like nice and slow. See, that's the way to do it, nice and slow. Fred Flintstone. For those of you who are my age and that you were like, where the fuck is that from? Where the fuck is that from? I don't want to torture you. That was from the Fred Flintstone episode when Fred got mugged. And the guy was telling him to reach in to grab his Stegosaurus wallet, right? And he was going nice and slow, see? That's the way to do it. Nice and slow. Remember the guns? Like the barrel was made out of a hollowed out tree branch. And then you just, with the tendon of a bird, you stretch back the fucking rock. I guess that would kill you back then. I had no idea. Did you know that cavemen had pistols? I love the fucking caveman diet, by the way. Everybody's a caveman diet. This is what cavemen ate. Yeah. They probably ate worms and they ate ants. They probably ate anything that they could fucking get their goddamn hands on. Their dirty, filthy hands. And then they died of some intestinal virus when they were like 15. You know, I love the caveman diet. Like, who the fuck knows what they ate? Did they draw a picture of it on the inside of a cave? How the fuck do you know what that is? They should call that our guess of the caveman diet. All right? Well, let's see. We know Fritos weren't around back then. Cross those off the list. Like, do you honestly think that there was like where the fuck was cantaloupe? Where was an avocado? Where the fuck was any of that shit? You're just walking around trying not to get eaten. You grab a stick, you stab something. I would think that you're eating fucking roadkill. You're hunting shit, and then you're just eating stuff. You're slamming your face in a stream, right? Trying to be upriver of somebody else who's down there with his fucking prehistoric goddamn balls and taint in the fucking water. I don't know. Who knows what the fuck they ate? I'm so sick of people telling me about the goddamn caveman diet. Hey, it's a caveman diet. I have an egg over easy. All right, let's get on with the questions here for this week. Lady fan. Lady! Hey, ladies. Hey there, Bill. I'm a lady fan and am excited. What? And am seeing you for the first time in Chicago in October. So excited. See what my brain does? It's reading one sentence while it's looking at words and the next line below. I don't know what my fucking problem is here. My husband has been acting weird about us coming to see your show. I think it's because a few weeks ago we were watching one of your specials and I said you were my celebrity crush. Oh, Jesus. My husband chose Scarlett Johansson. Nice fucking choice. I like this guy. Of course, I would never cheat on my husband, but I'm afraid if I enjoy your show too much, he's going to give me a side eye look or bring it up later. Can you please put his mind at ease? Why do I have to put his mind at ease? Why don't you quit picking people that are attainable? He went Scarlett Johansson. There's no way he's going to get anywhere near her. You pick some fucking dope that tells dick jokes in a strip mall. No wonder he's looking at you fucked up. How dare you make a fucking mess and then tell me to mop it up? What is in it for me?
Yeah, what are you talking about? You know, I don't put him at ease. What are you going to do? Run up on the stage? I'm going to do the show, and then I'll be out the fucking door because I'm drinking again. Oh, baby, I'm drinking again. Right? I don't know. You shouldn't have said that. Like, look, if I asked her what is her celebrity crush, and she says Brad Pitt, she says fucking Denzel, I don't give a fuck. She might as well be picking a man on the moon. Right? But if she named like a fucking comedian that performs at the Comedy Store like I do, yeah, I would be like, well, what the fuck? You could bang that person while I was on stage the next time I'm at the store, yeah. So that's on you, sweetheart. What you should say is, did I say Bill Burr? I meant Raymond Burr. Yes, the dead fat guy. Yeah, that guy. That's what I'm. So why was I saying? Or Billy Bush? That's what I meant. Hi, I'm Billy Bush. All right. She closes the thing with, I just want to have a good time at your show without worrying about him being weird. You created the weirdness. All right. Okay, being a landlord from a lady. This is two letters from a lady. This is a fucking, this is a record here. Dear Billy Buttercheeks, you've been talking about becoming a landlord lately, so I thought I'd write to you about what it's like to be one. Please don't step on my dream. Okay, before I even read this, I know that if it's as big a nightmare as everybody claims it would be, no one would be a fucking landlord. All right? All right. First, know that your property will be destroyed. You need to prepare yourself to watch it get trashed over and over again because your tenants, either by negligence, by ignorance, parentheses, not letting you know when something's wrong until it's very, very wrong, or in spite when they vacate. The feeling of seeing your property ruined over and over again sucks and it's expensive. Second, someday you will have to evict somebody. That sounds easy, but it's not, especially for anybody with a heart. And I know you have a big heart. You can't hide it from me. I'm from Ohio. The first time someone bursts into tears upon being served an eviction notice and spins their sob story, well, you might not believe them. You might go ahead and evict them. But you will forever wonder if you did the right thing. And if it's an elderly person or a disabled veteran, forget it. How can you do that? You can't. There's no way I could do that. I own properties in Seattle and Portland, and with all the Californians fleeing the drought, they were only going to appreciate and value. But climate change refugees are going to be desperate people, and I didn't want to take advantage of their plight. I didn't want to become that person. Someone will, no doubt, but it won't be me. I don't have the heart. So think about it twice. Sure, it seems like easy money, and sociopaths will tell you it's no sweat with a good lawyer, but you have to be very detached emotionally. I wasn't capable of that, so I sold out. There are so many other ways to invest your money. Just my 2 cents. I'm a lady, so feel free to toss this in the trash. Come on. Go fuck yourself. All right. All right. Well, it seems like you didn't have the heart, so you got out of it. That would hurt me if people fucked it up. Whenever I fucked up, I have a dog, and she fucked it all up. And before I left, I got everything fixed, and they were really surprised. Because when I went to move out, they were like going, but before you move out, we need to inspect that damage, because somebody came over and fixed the sink, saw all the damage, like the wood moldings and that type of shit in one of the windows. From my dog with its separation anxiety, tore it all up. But I had it all fixed before I left out of respect, and then also knowing that landlords will go down to Home Depot and spend $20 and then charge me my entire fucking deposit. So I eliminated that from the equation. I'm still going to become a landlord. I think it's a great fucking investment, and I do have the heart to give people a break, and I also think I know when someone's bullshitting me. You know what I mean? Pay your fucking rent or beat it. You got to get in that mindset. You know what I think it is? I think people who really are landlords and don't give a fuck and look at shit as bricks and mortar and are black and white probably do the best in that business. And so I think you got to do that You know what I mean? You got to watch the movie Heat and listen to De Niro talk about how you got to be willing to walk away at any second. You know, you got to be willing to evict somebody and just fucking walk away. All right, Bill. Okay, thank you for doing the podcast. Easy for people to take that. You could be a little more reliable uploading Thursdays, though. What a cunt. All right, here we go. I actually fucked up that guy's joke. He was trying to act like he was going to be cool here. Thank you for doing the podcast. Easy for people to take for granted / bust your balls on Twitter, but know that they are appreciated. The podcasts are appreciated. You could be a little more reliable uploading Thursdays, though. Still being a cunt. All right. I've been steadily losing my hair for the last couple of years. It's getting to the point where I'm thinking each haircut might be the last before I start buzzing it all. Kind of crossing my fingers that there's still a comprehensive head of hair when the barber spins the chair around. I've come as close as I can to making peace with the life of baldness. Not thrilled about being here at 30. And women / guys with hair don't really get what a bummer it can be. But what are you going to do? My question, how do I talk about this with my wife? We haven't discussed it whatsoever, as she is able to sense my discomfort with the topic and has never tried to force the dialogue. My wife and I have an honest relationship and have openly discussed topics much more awkward with actual real-world ramifications. All right, so you've talked about having a threesome. Shit. All right, it's also not like she can't see the hairlines going, but I've built up a whole awkward wall around the topic, and I'm not sure how to slice through it. Did you have any conversations with Nia prior to hacking off what was left of your hair? Any words of wisdom from the post-buzz world? Hoping to catch you at a future Steve Allen Theater / Comedy Store gig. Best of luck at Madison Square Garden. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was actually Nia's idea because I kind of wanted to do it. And she was like, you should do it. You should do it. I was like, oh, man. Because the big thing is, what kind of head do I have? Because you don't want to have that flat fucking thing in the back. You know what I mean? Well, the back of your head goes straight into your fucking neck. So I started saying that I was going to do it, and she just kept fucking singing this song. Nia! I got to bring her in here. She kept singing. She goes, shave your head. Shave your head. Come on now. Every time I would walk by. And then she just yelled, shave it. Just do it. Fucking shave it. Hold on a second. See if I can get her in here. Hey, Nia. Come here. I need you on the podcast. I gotta bring this. I gotta bring this one back. This guy, right? He's losing his hair. He's like 30 years old. All right. He's almost to the point where he's gonna shave his head. And he was saying, "Kyle, because I did it." You know what I mean? He doesn't talk about it with his wife, and she knows that he's sensitive. So he's built like this awkward wall, but it's just totally obvious. And they were saying, "Did you ever have a conversation with Nia about shaving my head?" And as far as I remember, it was your idea, right?
It was.
Do you remember that song you used to sing?
No.
Shave your head.
Shave your head.
Yeah, remember that? And I would laugh.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And then I finally went ahead and did it. I will tell you this.
When was the first time? How long ago?
Come here. Come over here.
When was it that you did it for the first time? How long ago?
Get on the mic here. About 9 years ago was the first time I did. And then when I did date night, they asked me to grow it back. And I was
That's
like,
right,
and
yeah.
I was like going, well, there's not much to grow back. And they were like, yeah, we'll fill it in or whatever. So I was like, all right. And then I grew it back, and then I kept it for a while because I started thinking, like, this is why I'm getting acting roles, which is the dumbest thing you can do.
Right.
It's not because of my skills. It's because
of my hair.
Yeah. Yes, I'm balding, which was stupid. And I will tell it's the greatest fucking thing. If you're bald, it's the greatest fucking thing you'll ever do. And I'm actually reading Andre Agassi's book where he was talking about, I didn't know he wore a fucking hairpiece. And one time he was in the shower before the French Open final, and he was in the shower and his whole hairpiece came apart. So they had to fucking glue the thing back together. So he went out on the court and played this guy he could have beaten. The whole time he was worried that his fucking hairpiece was going to come flying off like a Three Stooges episode. You know how fucking embarrassing that would have been?
That would have been terrible.
Yeah. So then he talks about how, I guess Brooke Shields finally convinced him to do it. And he did it, and then he felt great. Yeah, I will tell you, it's the greatest thing ever. The greatest fucking thing You could, all these fucking guys going out and like fucking slicing up the back of their heads or having this shit vacuumed out and then paratrooped on top of their head. Like, most of that shit, it works for a minute. But then the thing is like the hairs in the back of your head don't, those things never fall out. So if you put them on the top of your head, then you're okay. But the thing is you still have all that other hair up there that's going to fall out. So that shit falls out, and then you need more fucking replacements. And then sometimes it can like not work as far as I know. So I'm a big fucking, I don't know. I think it's a fucking way better move. I actually think it's the man move. You're fucking dealing with the hand you've been dealt. You just do it. This is what I look like. People go, what the fuck, for a few days. And then they think you look weird. When they see pictures of you with hair, they think you look weird. And then you're free. You're fucking free. So rather than going there to the barber every time and putting your head down as he cuts it and then open your eyes going, what does it look like now? Just fucking get it over with. Get it over with, dude. Shave your fucking head. What do you say, Nene?
Shave it.
Yeah, shave it. It's fucking awesome. Then you love it. You know what's great? No matter how late you wake up for work, you can just throw on clothes and get there, and no one will know you didn't take a shower because you don't have bedhead anymore. Bye, Nene.
Bye.
All right. Hey, I'm not going to talk. Me and Nia are actually considering doing a project together. Might write a book, but it's not the kind of book you think. It's not about us. So is that dumb? Is that dumb to get in a business? Why? Why would it be? You know what I mean? Why not? You know, if I ever get divorced, she'll take me for half I got. So she might as well fucking be helping me create. You know, she can tell she's not in the room anymore. All right, let's read. Let's read the last of the advertising here. By the way, if you guys are going to go to a comedy club out here, you got to go down to the Comedy Store, man. They got a line around the block, and I think I know why. Listen to this fucking lineup I was on. I went on the main room Friday night, and I walked in. Mark Maron was on stage, who then brought up David Spade, who then brought up Joe Rogan, and then I had to go on after all of those fucking monsters. It's unbelievable, dude. The Comedy Store lately, it's get your ass down there. Everybody's been fucking coming through, and just insane fucking shows down there. It's fun. You know, and Rogan has been working out like a maniac on his fucking act. He was destroying in front of me. You know, it's funny, as a comic that's been doing it this long, you know, I always watch Rogan, but I was talking to somebody, but like subconsciously you're hearing the laughs. And at one point he was getting this level of laughter that I had to end the conversation and then start making a set list. I'm like, I just can't just walk on the stage after this fucking mayhem that's going on out there. I need a game plan here, which is another fucking great reason to go down there. You know what I mean? All those guys pushing you. All right, let's read the last couple here. All right, bullied at work. Hi, Billy Buff Boy. I work in an office with several young females, several young ladies. Sounds good, right? Wrong. I'm the only young male here. So what's wrong? They like to gang. He said gain, G-A-I-N. Gain up on me. It's gang, G-A-N-G. Gang up on me. And constantly put me down or make fun of me. It started out all fun and games, but some of them have recently become very aggressive and are almost verbally attacking me. What? I don't understand. What is the problem here? When I brought it up to them, it just made it worse and made me more of a target. Yeah, dude, you never got bullied before? The last thing you say to a bully is, hey, what you're doing is really bothering me, just so you know. What can I do to make this situation better without getting management involved? I don't want to get them fired or anything. I just don't want to be the female punching bag anymore. Thanks. I don't understand what is going on here. What are they saying to you? If they're giving you shit, you got to give them shit back. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Defeating a fucking woman in a verbal thing, you know where you have to go, but you can't go there because then they're going to rat you out to the boss. This is what you do. Just walk in, right? Just walk in with your eyes squinting. one day. You know, looking like an idiot. Just walking, just and blinking a lot, just squinting. And walk right up to the one with the smallest chest. Don't do that. I was just going to say, just do that. And she goes, what are you doing? Just go, I'm trying to see your titties. That's so childish and stupid, but unbelievably effective. And I think, I mean, I'm not going to speak for women here, but what I really think it is women realize the unbelievable power that they have over guys with their looks. So if you ever indicate that there is a flaw in their looks or that they're starting to slip, it really fucks with them. It's too mean. I don't have fucking sympathy for you. What are they? They're just verbally abusing you? Give them shit back. What are they saying? Right back to me. Right back to me. What the fuck? Are you one of those kids? Did you always wear a helmet when you rode a bicycle? Did you have play dates? Are you part of that fucking generation, dude? Come on, man. Snap out of it. Yeah, I would just be like, hey, when are you cunts going to stop being such cunts? Something. You got to shoot something across the bow. You got to give them shit, dude. You got to give them shit. Just point at whatever they're wearing. Be like, oh my God, where did you get that? And then just keep walking. That's all you have to do. That fucks up a woman's day. What do you mean by that? Do you really think that, You just give it back to him. Just give it back to him, dude. You fucking grow a dick and give it back to him, man. Come on. This is like this whole fucking thing. I'm guessing you're a younger person. Oh, you said a young male. Yeah, you've been completely beaten down to the point where you're now, we went from men beating women with fucking mop handles 100 fucking years ago to now this to the point of a complete overcorrection that you're going to sit here and allow yourself to get verbally abused because they're women. I do like the fact that you don't want to be a rat and rat them out. This is what you got to do, okay? Treat them with the same level of respect they're treating you. I would avoid name calling, and I would definitely not curse. But other than that, I would be just as fucking mean as they are. Dude, they're so easy to fuck with. The next time one of them says something to you, just offer her some gum. And just keep doing it and just being like, listen, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I don't know what you've been eating lately, but I've noticed it over the last few days. And just invent in their head that they have this fucking halitosis. That's it. And then you divide and conquer. It's a joke, dude. It's not that fucking hard. You know what I mean? Just tell them which one you think is the most attractive and why. And let the other two losers fucking deal with that. And the other one will actually feel good that you said it about her. So now she's not fucking with you. And then the other two are pissed at the other girl. And then you get some infighting. And don't bring it down to looks. Just say, she has a certain level of class that the other two of you lack. I'm not trying to be a jerk. And you just fucking leave it nice and vague like that. That's all you do. And all I'm doing is taking a page out of their book because women are masters at that vague mindfuck and then walking away. It's a work of art. I don't even think they have to work at it. They're just born with it. It's tremendous. It probably goes back in the day from when they were dragged around from cave to cave by their fucking hair. They had to say something that mind-fucked the hairy douchebag that was about ready to take advantage of him so they could walk away before he fucking dragged him into the cave. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm just fucking talking all kinds of shit here. All right, let's wrap this thing up here. Career advice. Dear Belexia Burr. Oh, that's a great one and accurate. I've been a high school teacher for the past 7 years, but my dream has always to become a professional writer. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, that would be a great life. You molded some young minds and then you became a professional writer. So far, I don't have a teaching job for the upcoming school year. I'm considering no longer having my own classes and instead becoming substitute teacher for the school year. This would give me more time to write and submit my work to literary agents and hopefully get a big publishing deal. I've had some success so far with writing, a published short story and a nomination for a literary prize. Dude, what the fuck are you waiting for? How many more signs of land do you need? This is like Columbus when he fucking sailed over and he saw some tree branches and a couple of birds. You're going to get there. The problem is that my wife and I still have a lot of student debt that we're repaying, and substitute teaching doesn't pay nearly as much as being a regular classroom teacher. I've put off my dream of becoming a writer for years, and I think now may be the time to metaphorically push in all my chips. I might lose, but I might win. No, dude, there's no way you lose when you go after a dream. You don't. It always leads to something better. Always. All right? Dude, fucking substitute teacher, teach and be a fucking Uber driver. All right? And, eat at home more. Starving artist. I slept on a futon until I was 36. I don't fucking regret any of it. I told you that story a zillion times in this podcast. I was dating this woman, and I said I had a spot I had to go do, and it paid $8 at the comic strip during the week. Tuesday night, I went down there, and I came back. I tried out a new bit, and I was doing and afterwards, I was at home in my apartment, and I was doing this silly dance in the kitchen because I had a new bit, and I was psyched because I had gone through this period where I wasn't coming up with any new material. And she was laughing, and then she got a sad look on her face, and I said, "What's the matter?" And she said, "I wish I had a job where I only got paid $8, yet I came home and I did a silly dance in the kitchen." And I never forgot that, dude. So that, you know what I mean? You're going to have to suffer a little bit. But substitute teach, Uber. Dude, you got a short story published and you got a nomination for a literary prize. Come on, man. You know what you're supposed to do. I don't even have to go through the rest of this fucking thing. He goes, all right, I'll get to the whole thing. He said, part of me fights against the dream and insists that I have to do the responsible thing and keep teaching. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of it. The responsible thing to do is to listen to your heart. My question for you, either in your career when you were trying to build an audience and make it as a stand-up comedian, did you struggle with the financial strain of chasing your dream? Did you ever have to choose between a good-paying job or doing stand-up? How hard was it to work at a shitty job just so you could chase your dream? Did you ever think that maybe you were wasting your time? Any advice or encouragement? I think I answered all of those. It wasn't hard to work at the shitty job because I was always thinking about the exciting job I was going to do afterwards. And every night that I just went up on stage, and if it just went moderately okay, I couldn't believe it. I have to be honest with you, like, I couldn't fucking believe that I was actually doing it. That I had a dream and I was making it happen. And I still remember the first time I really went on stage and I actually got in the zone for what was considered a zone at the level comic I was. And I only was in the zone for about 8 seconds. I was at Nick's Comedy Stop in Framingham on Route 9. It doesn't even exist anymore. And I just got on this roll of laughter that I was actually able to pause and fucking be in the moment and enjoy it rather than being like, oh my God, what's my next joke? What's my next joke? And that fucking feeling can carry you through a fucking shitty job for a week. Chasing to get back on stage to feel that again. And then the first time I got $5 for gas money, Freddie Stone. I've told all these stories. Freddie Stone, the excitable boy. That's what he went by. I did a room for him and he gave me $5 gas money. I'd probably spent 10 to get there and I couldn't fucking believe it. And I was like, I did that and they gave me this. I couldn't fucking believe it. At what point, just listen to the sound of my voice as I'm talking about this. Have you ever had that level of excitement doing any other fucking job? That's what it's like when you go after a dream job. So nothing is worse than not going after it. Okay? And doing the responsible thing and all of that type of shit. And then you sit in your house with all your responsible stuff. Fuck all of that. Financially, I did not do the responsible thing. And yeah, I've said all these stories. I used to eat spaghetti every fucking night with a can of fucking Prego. and then a bunch of bread, and I would just fill myself up on that. Or I'd go to Denny's and I'd get the 5 stack of pancakes and just pour it in my stomach like concrete so I wouldn't have to eat the whole fucking day, and do stand-up in some cafeteria at some fucking college. And quitting never entered my mind. I just kept trying to get better at it, because as bad as some of those gigs were, the great ones were way better. So you'll have all of these stories, just in a literary way. So without a doubt, you have to fucking do it. And I can tell you right now, man, like with what you've already accomplished, like to me, I would be thinking like, I can affect way more people and make way more fucking money and live a fucking dream being a professional writer. I mean, that'd be unbelievable. Be unbelievable. So, not to say there's anything wrong with teaching, but if teaching isn't your dream, that's just the job you're doing. So I'm not shitting on teachers out there. It's one of the most underrated jobs, and of course, most underpaid jobs ever. I'm just trying to amp you up here. So go out and fucking do it, and email me when you get published, because I think you're gonna. I don't think you know. Look, if you're up against a bunch of other shit writers and you won one thing, but you got 2 things going on here, all right? Give me a fucking break. All right, you just need to push yourself out of the fucking bush. Not the bush, the nest. The bush. That was oddly gross. All right, that's the fucking podcast for this week. This fucking burrito's fucking with me. Oh, the hiccups. What did I do? Back on the horse. All right, go to the gym every day. It's just become popular. And if you don't want to be fat, you go to the gym every day, you cunt. All right, hit the gym hard. Go after your dreams. Go fuck yourselves. I'll check in on you on Thursday. See ya.